Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judgment. We got a packed show for you today, of course. I actually want to discuss the John Terry, Virgil van Dijk claims by German Peanut. And actually, John Terry responded today to him about the best defender in the Premier League. Saka's contract is rattling people. Is he worth 300k a week? Is Saka world class actually or not? We're going to actually talk about that as well. Cole Palmer. And actually the midfield battle between Chelsea and Man United. Who has the better midfield now? A lot of Man United fans claim that their midfield is actually better than Chelsea with Kobe Mainoo, Casemiro, and Bruno Fernandes now. With Cole Palmer not performing up to the level this season, with Casemiro performing high, with Caicedo keep getting yellows and absolutely fuck off. But listen, we got Quest here. We're going to be joined by Flawless, actually, for the first time. Ashraf is joining us. By the way, you keep like, is it only me or
no,
you keep
I don't know what's going on?
Yeah.
Give me a sec, man.
Yeah. And we got Sam here with us as well, of course. So yeah. Hit that like button, guys, if you guys are here. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And listen, I want to actually say, I want to discuss this because if you want to listen to what German Peanut said, actually, I don't know if people have listened to it or not. We can actually listen to what he said now, actually, quickly.
Please, because I've not heard it more.
Yeah, let's actually listen to this. It's right here.
You know, we talk about Van Dijk. Oh, he's the greatest centre half ever, and you look back and go, hold on a minute, and John Terry, and Nemanja Vidic and Rio Ferdinand. Like, people forget Vincent Kompany. And everyone talks about Van Dijk being the greatest centre half ever.
But I think he is. I think he's. If you out of all those you named, look at the age of Van Dijk now. Okay,
what?
Look at the age of Van Dijk.
You think he's better than all of them?
He's what is it? Is he 34? At 34, Rio was playing at Queen's Park Rangers. Van Dijk is at Liverpool playing competitive football, playing in Champions Leagues, still scoring. He's scored more goals than all of those defenders you've named. So how can you disrespect Van Dijk like that? He's still playing at the top of his game.
Are you genuinely sitting here and saying that Van Dijk's better than John Terry? Are you genuinely saying that? You're saying he's better than John Terry, he's better than Rio Ferdinand? I mean, this wasn't even a discussion that I thought we was going to have, but I can't believe you even said that.
If you said, do you want John Terry or Virgil van Dijk, I'm having Virgil van Dijk all day.
Are you joking? Are you joking?
Do you know what? You're
having a laugh.
When Chelsea won, do you know how many games John Terry played? He played about 13. He played on 21s. And now you're telling me, I can't.
Are you
having a laugh?
Oh, mate, come on.
John Terry's a legend, yes. But if you are saying as a defender 1v1, who would I want to run up against? I'm going John Terry every single.
You could get past either of them.
Well, yeah, I did. 'Cause I scored against them when I played at Leeds. When I put John Terry on his bum bum.
Oh, mate, I can't believe you're saying that.
So, do you want to go on YouTube and I'll back it up? I'll show you after on the clip. I'll show you.
Jammer.
What?
Come on, mate. Come on.
Listen, for me, if I had a choice out of John Terry or Virgil, I'm having Virgil. Tell me what.
Are you? Come on.
What do you mean?
No.
Have you never seen John Terry? Because Virgil's maybe a little sticky. You know, this season's been a bit off the ball.
Do you know John Terry?
Can I tell you? Okay,
top player in the Premier League for like 10 years.
Okay, since when did John Terry?
And Rio Ferdinand as well.
Since when did John Terry come second in the Ballon d'Or? Since when?
Who cares about the Ballon d'Or?
Well, the best players in the world do.
Oh, mate, do me a favour. What are you on about? Are you joking? Oh, come on, mate. Jammer, listen.
Mate. I'm really confused.
Anyway, this was yesterday.
Let me just say one thing. For me, everything wrong with that video is Jamie O'Hara's reaction. Because his reaction is acting like he said Joel Matip is better than John Terry. That's the thing that I have an issue with. You can think John Terry is better. You can think Van Dijk is better. That's fine. But to act like it's not a conversation and to act like it's something mad, for me, is everything wrong with football debate nowadays. Actually, had a very big debate yesterday with the Coppish boys on it, and it was a very good show. We spoke about it for almost an hour. Nostalgia on football and the way that it affects people and the way that it makes think. You know, I just want to say one thing. You guys know that if we held these players to the standards that we hold nowadays players, a lot of them, it's dark for a lot of them. I hope you guys are aware. Like, if I go back in history and I hold a lot of these players accountable by the way that we hold today's players accountable, it's over. Like, it legitimately is over. You see all this, like, Van Dijk making a mistake against PSV. You do realize Terry, Rio, Vidic, Tony Adams, every Maldini, Nesta, every great centre-back in history made mistakes. Every great centre-back in history made mistakes leading to goals, cost his team in key moments. All of these things happened, by the way. But it's just about remembering them from back in the day. I think nostalgia has a lot of people in the headlock. I think there's nothing wrong with saying Van Dijk is better than Terry. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying Terry is better than Van Dijk. I think they sit on the same table. They're both elite centre-backs. And I like both. I think the perfect team would be Terry and Van Dijk as a centre-back combination. But that Jamie O'Hara reaction for me is why people always use Talk Sports in a negative connotation. I know they've subscribed to our channel. You get me, invite me and Mo on. Maybe you can get real football opinions. But for me, that Jamie O'Hara reaction is everything wrong with football debate. Oh my God, no way. Habibi, did he say like Konate is better than Terry? He said Van Dijk. He said like the greatest centre-back probably in the world over the last 6-7 years. Like, you need to chill out. This happened on the Coppish stream. I'm sorry I'm going on a tangent, but just to kind of explain my point. When someone asked Salah or Robin, and I said Salah, people lean back. Oh my God, how dare it? Bro, like, we watched Robin. Like, we saw Robin miss 2 one-on-ones in the World Cup final. We saw him miss a penalty in regular time against Chelsea in a Champions League final at the Allianz. We saw him miss a penalty against Borussia Dortmund that cost Bayern the Bundesliga. Bro, you know, prime Arjen Robben was putting up seasons of 11 goals, 6 assists. That's Salah washed numbers. What are we doing here? That's why I hate when people overdo this nostalgic shit. For me, they both belong on the same table. In my opinion, even as a Liverpool fan, I think John Terry is the GOAT Premier League centre-back. But to act like it's not a conversation is total bullshit. I'll be honest with you.
Quest?
Oh, hey, obviously for me, it's John Terry. That's.
But do you think there's a conversation there?
Yeah, but I think it's kind of unfair to Van Dijk anyway, because his career's not finished. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it looks like it's finished.
Well, yeah.
It looks like it's finished.
I said at the start of this season, I said to Tom Little, I said, him and Mo this season they're finished. I told him in the summer and he didn't believe me. But I just think it's unfair because I think his career's not done yet. So we're rating a lot of these players based on a career that we've seen come to its full end, right? Whereas Salah's still going, Van Dijk's still going. What I will say though is
John Terry's like obviously part of the best defensive team that's ever played in the Premier League. He also was right foot, left foot, like scores goals, like same as Van Dijk does. But then he's also got 5 Premier Leagues. But I always think this is where the debate goes left, because nowadays people say you can't have the debate and talk about trophies, because if you talk about trophies, then that diminishes the debate. So I think now we can't really have a debate anyway, because there's no definitive factor. It's basically just whatever you prefer. So, and also like someone's just said in the chat about racist Terry, I think a lot of people actually just don't like Terry because he had that.
No, I'm not going to judge his football ability because of it. Like, I don't judge Suarez based on his actions, to be honest.
Right. And I have every reason to hate Suarez because of what he done to Ghana. But he's still one of the best strikers I've ever seen play the game of football.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah. Terry for me. Terry for me, man.
Ashraf?
Well, Van Dijk's really good.
Yeah, so I think obviously Jamie O'Hara is a professional footballer. He obviously knows how to play the game at a very high level. But I think he's an example of why social media has also failed in a lot of aspects in this generation or in this era, because it's given voices to idiots that shouldn't be in front of a mic, in my opinion.
Agreed.
To pretend like there's no conversation between Van Dijk and John Terry is insane. As Hassam said, doesn't matter who you think is better. John Terry's better. If you think Van Dijk, I think Van Dijk is the greatest Premier League defender of all time for me. But I'm okay with the other opinion, because I don't think there's a big difference. I'm also okay with someone saying Rio Ferdinand is the greatest centre back of all time in the Premier League. I think that's also a conversation. But for me, the moment people say there is no conversation or one is clear, I think it becomes very, very insulting to our football intellect. To be honest, it's like saying there's no conversation between Henry and Rooney. It's like saying there's no conversation between Hazard and Salah or Lampard and Gerrard. Like, I think it's just stupid. You can just say, I think this defender is better because of XYZ, but to say there's no conversation is just mental. It's just mental. Like, one came second in a Ballon d'Or, and he's like, who gives a shit about the Ballon d'Or? If Terry won a Ballon d'Or, he would have said Terry won a Ballon d'Or. He would have 100% used it. But he's saying, who cares, because it defeats his argument.
Also, just quickly, just on the trophies thing, I warn all the Chelsea fans, and Quest included, if you want to go down the trophy route, I will make this conversation very dark for you.
Why?
Because Nicky Butt has twice the league titles of Frank Lampard. And John Stones has more league titles than John Terry.
Yeah, but Lampard came second in the Ballon d'Or to Ronaldinho.
I promise you, I can make it very dark for a lot of your favorite players.
Lampard
you
came
think
second in the
R9
Ballon
is
d'Or?
the greatest striker of all time? Cute. He has 1 league title. Let's go. Let's play this game.
But I'm saying there's two aspects.
How many Champions Leagues does R9 have? How many?
Zero.
Probably none.
Ilan Barosh has more Champions Leagues than R9. Let's play the trophy game, baby. Let's do
But hold on.
Mandzukic is better than Ibrahimovic. He has 0 Champions Leagues.
No, hold on.
Gotta play this game. I'm ready.
Hold on.
Go look how many trophies
Alvaro
has.
What you guys are also doing is derailing the debate, right? By being hyperbolic. It's being hyperbolic because we know that trophies has to matter in a team sport where the aim is to win trophies, right? So
for me it doesn't matter
at all.
Okay, can I tell you why it doesn't matter at all? Harry Kane is one of the greatest Premier League strikers I have ever seen, and he has never won a trophy in England. He doesn't even have a Carabao Cup. It doesn't change the fact that he is an iconic striker, and if I start the Premier League season tomorrow, there is a few strikers in Prem history that I'm legitimately taking over Harry Kane. If I'm building a team from zero tomorrow and I'm competing for a league title, who am I taking above Harry Kane? Shearer, Henry,
Aguero,
maybe Aguero. End of list.
Rooney.
Why would you pick all those people?
Because I think that they're better than him, not because.
And they've also all won a league title, right?
But that's not why he's picking them, though.
That's not why I'm picking them.
But it factors into your thinking subconsciously, no?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Because because by that logic, he would have picked Drogba over Harry Kane, but he didn't.
Yeah, and I didn't.
Well,
if I want to build a team to win a Premier League, I'm choosing Kane over Drogba.
By the way, let me clarify this. I do think.
Why?
I do think.
Can I tell you?
Kane's a better player.
I think trophy.
Better
go ahead,
statistically, better in all categories.
I think trophies matter depending on the context, or they don't matter depending on the context. For example, if you haven't won any trophies, but that's because your team has been so shit, like Harry Kane with Spurs, that's context to give Harry Kane.
But
if
I
you've
disagree
won
with that, though.
trophies, yeah, I know you might say he should have left and all that stuff. And
No, he should have won the Champions League.
Who?
no, he shouldn't have. What do you mean? What?
You
Have
talking
you
about
seen the
played against-
Liverpool team that played against him?
Respect, man.
Hold on.
Have you seen the
It was
Liverpool team?
what the score line? 1 penalty and 1 runaway goal with Origi.
West.
Yeah.
The guy
So
came
no,
back
hold on,
like
Ash.
3-4
It's not like
months
they got battered.
You know he was injured, right?
He was
You know,
injured, and people criticized Pochettino for starting him when he wasn't ready.
I agree.
You
I
know
agree.
he
I
shouldn't
think
have started that
I think
final
Poch
again.
threw away that final, 100%. But I don't take away from the fact that Tottenham had every opportunity to win that final.
Yeah, but that's not on him though. Still, that's still not on him.
I don't put it
I
on
would say
him.
Robin,
but-
Bayern not winning the Champions League in 2012. You can blame
Come on.
Robin for that.
You know what? Don't
Netherlands not winning a World Cup. You can blame Robin for that. The reason I was just saying the trophy argument is to say, if a player contributes to you winning a major trophy, like Messi winning the World Cup, is a massive deal because he's the reason they won the World Cup.
Man
Without him, they
United
wouldn't
winning
win
a
the final.
three-peat and the Champions League. Ronaldo at that time, yeah, trophies matter because he was the number one
He is the main
reason.
guy.
Probably the
Exactly.
number one reason why they won that trophy. Like trophies
Correct.
matter if you are like, okay, Champions League matter for Gerrard because literally he was the main factor of Liverpool winning that Champions League. And I'm not
Possibly
talking about
like 99%.
and I'm not, by the way, and I'm not talking about you scoring in a final. I'm talking about in the whole competition and stuff like this in a whole season. Yes, Drogba is the king of finals. Like you always want to turn to
Not
Drogba
just,
in
not
finals,
just.
right? Yeah, you always want to.
Quarters, all of that.
Yeah, he's always a great guy in final. But if you're asking, if you're signing up a player tomorrow, Drogba is prime or Harry Kane.
I'm taking Drogba
I
every time.
love Drogba.
Obviously, Harry Kane. Yeah.
I
No,
love
I'm taking
Drogba. I
Drogba.
love. By the way, Quest, you don't know. I love Drogba since he joined Chelsea from Marseille.
Yeah.
I love him.
They both got a
Kane
Prem
is an
Golden Boot, right?
But Harry Kane is an exceptional football player. Exceptional,
He's a-
ability,
uh,
exceptional. It's ridiculous.
But to me, I just think, yeah, if you're that exceptional, there is a sense that you should be able to drag your team to things. I think the
Sometimes
truth-
it's much harder to do.
truth is-
R9
Guys,
could.
it's not tennis.
R9 couldn't. R9 sometimes couldn't.
Yeah. And Arne is the
I-
greatest striker of all time, according to many.
And
To me, I
Arne
don't
is
think
not
I don't
that-
think
is not-
Spurs hit it. And I don't think he was.
You're not
I
young.
don't-
You're not young to not watch R9. You are in.
No,
you are
I
in
just
age-
missed it. I just missed it fully. Like I'm like
Fair.
my first memory is like 98 of R9, so I was late, really.
So it
My
was.
first memory is-
No,
No,
it
that
was.
is peak.
Oh, is it? Oh,
That
yeah,
is
but
his
then I wasn't
peak.
watching. I
That
wasn't
is his
watching like
peak.
Italian football like that when he
Yeah.
goes to Inter. and
Yeah, R9 was.
World Cup, I remember.
Sure.
But no, only reason why I'm saying that is because that Champions League run, I was invested because one of my best friends is a Spurs fan, right? So I remember Lucas being critical to that run, Dele Alli being critical to that run, and my argument has always been with my friend who's a Spurs fan. My argument's always been Son was more critical to that Spurs team for the 4 or 5 years he was there than Harry Kane was. That's always been my stance.
That's
Always been my
ridiculous.
stance. Always been my stance. No, because
ridiculous.
you have players who are your goal getters. That's true, yeah. But there are some players that, but in the clutch moments, they are the ones that deliver. In that Champions
Well,
League,
what is the
run,
clutch
it was
moment, for
Son and
example?
Lucas. Like your team's losing 2-1, you get the equalizing goal, you get the winning
Like
goal.
what Harry Kane
Okay,
did
it
against
ha- it hap-
Liverpool.
Harry Kane did it
Against
against Man
Ajax.
City.
Harry Kane did it
No,
against
but-
Arsenal in the North London Derby many times.
I'm not
Harry
saying that
Kane
he
did it
hasn't
against
done it.
Chelsea.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
he hasn't
He
done it. I'm
has
saying
done
in that
it.
Champions League run, it was Lucas and Son and Dele Alli that dragged them to that final.
Because he was injured.
Dragged
Though.
them
That's
to the
why.
final.
Why you
Not-
keep
no, no, but
why you
even
why
against-
you why
even
you
against Man
ignoring
City.
the fact that it was injured? Why do you keep ignoring that?
No,
fact?
I don't, because my big thing is Poch is the one that threw that final. None of the players really come under fire for me.
I
other
want
than
to
Poch.
forget
Poch shouldn't
Drogba
have
and
started.
Harry Kane. I want to go back to
Who do you think is
that.
the better striker, out of curiosity? Shevchenko or Mandzukic, Quest?
Mandzukic.
What?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Better than
But that's because-
Shevchenko.
That's because my knowledge of Mandzukic at Bayern, I was heavily
okay.
invested. Did you get it?
Okay,
So I know
Okay.
Shevchenko is like a classic striker, right? But then you got to imagine when I
But
come into
Shevchenko is
really
not a
being
classic
Shevchenko,
number 9, by the way. He
at
wasn't.
Chelsea,
Just,
he was dog.
Yeah,
So-
but he wasn't a typical number 9 at all. He isn't a boxer striker. He used to.
And he also
I think
Like
the only
that.
reason why you said Mandzukic is just so we don't beat you in the argument.
No. Because also remember the Champions League final against Liverpool. He missed. He missed
Yeah,
the penalty.
but
final.
yeah.
Semi-final, you mean?
Or was it? No, I thought it was the final. He missed the
No,
penalty.
final.
They didn't play you. Chelsea didn't play Liverpool in the final.
No.
for Champions League.
No,
Liverpool,
AC Milan.
AC.
Milan.
Oh,
Yeah,
2005. Yeah.
Let me just go back to the John Terry. Clown Jamie O'Hara's movement like Van Dijk is Chris Smalling. That is
This
a problem.
is my problem.
That's
Why
a
is it
problem.
every time that we make this conversation, people always like don't disrespect Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk sits on the table with the elites. Whether people like it or not, he sits on that table. You can think someone's better than him or you think he's better than someone else. This guy watched prime Italian football. In Mo's opinion, he thinks the only centre-back better he's seen is Nesta. That's Mo's opinion.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this is someone who's sat like and watched
Individually,
full-on
indi-
centre-back defensive performances.
in my
and he's-
opinion,
And like above them.
individually, I have seen less than 2-3 center backs. Like maybe you can say Paolo Maldini. Like I didn't watch Franco Baresi like this. Nesta. I don't think there is anything that John Terry can do that Van Dijk cannot do better. Anything. And I mean anything. Anything. In my opinion. I think John Terry is great. 1-0 Newcastle right away. Oh yeah, you have to do because you played Karabakh away from home and you like kind of fucking struggled. So yes, we know
To be
that.
honest, a lot of these players, I just want to say one thing legit, and this is an honest conversation if you deep it. A lot of these players, if I hold them by today's player standards, you are absolutely fucked. I want to make something clear. You see, a lot of these players that you're all in love with, if I do to them what you do to the current modern day player, you are all
Yeah.
screwed.
Can I?
Like,
I'm gonna tell you. People say John Terry is a better leader. Yes, that's why. Hence, I said football. Yes, footballing ability. Yes, but John Terry. I've seen John Terry being a great leader and kick Alexis Sanchez to get a red card in a
He's
semi-final
prime
of the Champions League.
example. He-
Absolutely
you
fantastic
answer him.
leadership.
You answer.
You know
him. If any of us answer him, he'll say we're
I'm
biased.
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. To be honest, John, if I am choosing a partnership in my lifetime, okay, forget Stam because I don't count Stam as part of the conversation because Stam only played 3 seasons in the Prem. I would choose Vidic and Van Dijk as my partnership for the Premier League. That's what I would choose. Van Dijk and Vidic would be my partnership. They complete each other, and I think that partnership would be absolutely fantastic and phenomenal.
But this
ridiculous.
Can I?
Oh,
my Vidic.
And it's a
Dijk
discussion.
didn't do what
Listen.
Vidic did. What the hell are we doing here?
I just want
It's
to
a
ask.
What the hell
conversation.
are we, like, actually, what the hell are we doing here? What is this, bro?
I just want to ask
This
why
is
we rate
mad.
Vidic.
I love Steven Gerrard. If someone says KDB is the GOAT Premier League midfielder, I'll say I disagree. I think Gerrard's better, but I accept that it's a conversation. Why do we honestly we look at the players from back in the day like they're untouchable? It's so weird. It is so weird and so strange to me, bro. There's, in my opinion, with all due respect to everyone, there is 2 untouchables legitimately in football, and that's Messi and Cristiano.
Yeah.
I think anyone else can be overtaken. Anyone else, there might be a player right now who's 16, 17, who might go on in the next 15 years to dominate the shit out of football and overtake the rest. I think Messi and Ronaldo are the only 2 untouchables. Other than that, there is a conversation to be had with a lot of players.
Yeah.
It's the truth. It's legitimately the truth. There might be a midfielder better than Zidane 5-10 years
Yeah.
from now. We haven't seen him yet. It's not impossible.
Yeah, I agree. It's a conversation, and I hear you. What I'm saying, there is no,
100%.
there is no
Very
conversation when it comes to Cristiano and Messi because of what they did in the game. No conversation.
None. Zero.
Like it doesn't matter how much ability. By the way, I think the R9 ability was better than everyone else, but I can't compare him to Messi and Cristiano because of the numbers, what they did, dragging their team. Like I can't compare him. to them.
Iconic moments, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, like it's
Let me ask you a question.
ridiculous.
Where do we land
I
on
love
Gareth
R9,
Bale?
but his ability was not near Messi though. But anyways, yeah, go on.
Go ahead,
Where do we land on
sorry,
Gareth Bale?
what do you mean?
Fantastic
In
legend
terms
of the
of
game.
what
Because
He's a
I
fantastic
heard,
legend.
I won't name names, right? But I heard someone say just yesterday that they would pick, they would
That's
take,
Liban.
what's his name?
He's like
No,
Liban.
Who's the guy from Man
Yeah,
United?
Liban cooked Hazard
Giggs,
and rightfully
Giggs.
so.
Like,
Because
Liban
Chelsea
Cook
fans
has
have
over
changed
Gareth
the
Bale.
narrative around Hazard. Chelsea fans are doing to Hazard exactly what United fans did to Scholes. Exactly. As soon as he retired, immediately.
No, he meant
Oh my
Giggs.
God,
Hussam, he's
Hazard
saying
was
Giggs.
the best player in the Premier League for 10 years. That's a total lie. Bro, there were years where Aguero was better, Suarez was better. I remember Sanchez and
Yeah,
Hazard
Toure.
being a debate on
Yeah.
fucking YouTube. Don't change
Yeah.
history, bro.
I'm saying
I
Gale.
lived
I'm saying
through
Bale
that era.
But
I
he's
know.
referring to Hussam. He's referring to Bale and Giggs.
and Giggs.
I think
Bale
Bale is
and
a
Giggs
better
is a
player than Giggs.
conversation. Bale and Giggs.
So they were
Okay,
saying
hold on.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it in the Prem?
Sure.
Is it in the Premier League or overall career?
they were saying
Overall, bro,
in the Prem, if they were building a team because of longevity, they would take Giggs over Bale.
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah,
I said
yeah,
that- I
that
said
makes
that's
sense.
diabolical, bro. I don't care
Why?
how long he's played the game because Gareth Barry, right, has the most Premier League appearances of all time.
Yeah, but okay, this
only
is,
been a clip
you're twisting,
like
you're
David Bonner.
twisting, you're twisting the narrative.
Gareth Bale is one
no,
of the
no.
best footballers we've ever seen play the game.
No, but hold on. Here is a difference. This argument
Oh,
is
one of
flawed.
the best.
I'm gonna
He's
tell you
good.
why it's flawed. Because there is a difference between your longevity is better than everyone, but you are just one of the guys. You're just a mediocre player. Like Gareth Barry is a good player, but he isn't amazing. Ryan Giggs was great, bro. Like he was a fucking
When he was
great
young, right?
footballer for a long time.
When he
Like
was young.
very good.
Don't
Like,
say the
Ryan-
F word while you're fasting, huh?
Like he was Ryan Giggs is good, bro. He was amazing as a winger in that era. He was great. These people do revisionism. He was great.
I
He
don't
was a
think he was
fantastic player,
bad,
yeah.
but we're talking like past like 2008. Was he any better than any winger we see now? No.
He was
No,
like
but that's the
37
thing. That's the thing.
years
Wes,
old.
You're comparing peak though, but like the thing is, obviously when it comes to peak,
I'm going peak for peak.
oh yeah, then 100% I'll take Bale easily. Like for me.
Okay, yeah.
I'd easily take Bale. Yeah, if it's peak only, I take Bale. Bro, if it's peak, there's some mad conversations. By the way, peak. I think Suarez is
Bro,
better than most
2008 he
right
was
now in the world.
35. Ryan
Yeah,
Giggs was
obviously,
35
fair.
already.
Yeah.
You know the peak conversations. If you want to be honest, the peak conversations outside of Messi and Ronaldo, anyone can beat anyone. Peak conversations. Peak Suarez beat Messi and Ronaldo to a golden boot.
Yeah.
Peak for me. Like we're saying peak, like 1 year or one off year, like you know when you're getting NBA cards and you get
Well,
like 12 LeBron James, like on the Ultimate Team on 2K. If you go like that year, Luis Suarez. Bro, the shit that he did that season was just not.
Well,
human
while I
being.
hear you on that season, one thing people keep missing out from mentioning when they talk about that season is he hit those number of goals because of Messi. If half those goals were Messi's assists and Messi creating chances for him, like in front of goal. So, but I hear
The
you. I
only
hear you. It's
problem with
a
that
mental
argument is
number.
Suarez got a lot of assists as well. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, 100%. He's the top. He's top 5, I think. In I could be wrong, but I think he's top 5 in football history for assists.
2-0.
Yeah, I know. But listen, I want to tell you something that people that say peak John Terry is peak Virgil van Dijk. I'm going to tell you one aspect of Virgil van Dijk that I don't think any defender we have watched in the Premier League actually has. Virgil van Dijk can make you, as a coach, adapt your style because he is that good. He can have your both fullbacks go forward, your midfielders go forward, because at his peak, when I remember the January 2018, Virgil van Dijk comes to the club, Jurgen Klopp completely changed the way they play. He shifts the line 15 yards more and they can press better. That's what he does. Why? Because Virgil van Dijk has everything. He's so quick. He's very quick. He's dominant in the air, can read the game. He's very quick. By the way, Virgil van Dijk doesn't get done with speed at all. At all.
He defends with his bum, man.
Stop it,
This
Chris.
is
John Terry slipped, man.
That's bad,
John
bro.
Terry
That's
slipped
bad.
in a Champions League final, man. See, we
Yeah,
can
but
all do
defenders
both.
aren't necessarily supposed to be
Yeah,
goal
I mean,
scoring
yeah,
people, you know. So I'm just saying.
he missed
like,
the Champions League final and cried on the ground, man.
oh,
Happens.
well, Van Dijk.
You want to play this game? See, you want to do banter? We
right,
could do
and let
banter
the ball
all the
go
way.
through his legs. I'm just
We
saying,
do
man.
banter all the way.
I'm just saying.
in
man.
his 5th league title, John Terry played like 13 games, bro.
Hey, man.
I still
critical.
remember
Hey,
when
man.
we beat
Five big
Chelsea.
titles, eh? You want to play that
I still
game?
remember when.
I told you, don't
when
come.
we
I'm a
beat-
football historian. Don't come to me with this
Terry,
stuff.
Wallah al-Azim, I don't
Left
think that
foot, right
Terry.
foot, bro.
Well, there's no
Terry
better. I
Terry
love
slipped
John
when we
Terry.
beat them
People
5-3,
don't
by
understand
the
that I loved that Mourinho Chelsea. But watching Virgil van Dijk is literally the art of being an individual defender. It's absolutely
No way you're
ridiculous.
saying that, bro.
Wallah al-azim. You don't understand.
Name
Leicester.
us a single
The centre
testament,
back
though,
in
that
the
you can't
lab
deny
was-
that.
Why you think I'm lying? Why would I lie? I have
I
no
don't
affiliation.
I don't think you're lying, but it's
Do you
just
think
like,
there's any weakness about Van Dijk's game? There's zero weak. He's quick,
yes,
strong,
bro?
on the ball.
There is
amazing.
zero weakness in it.
Zero as a defender.
Zero weakness.
bro.
Nah, I've
You
seen
can't beat him by
I've seen-
pace.
Like wallah, I think you watch Van Dijk, broski.
Reading of the
People
game is
used to be
top notch.
scared to dribble him.
Nah, I'm not seeing the same one, man. We're seeing two different.
You guys
people,
are.
man.
I think you
This
are.
Van
I
Dijk
think you're-
stuff is crazy. And by the way, yeah, not because I actually really like Van Dijk. I think he's like one of the best defenders we have seen in the Prem, right? But my issue is then like, how have they not been able to capitalize more? I don't get it. Like if he's the best defender
mean?
we've ever seen in the Prem, how have they
Yeah.
not come away with more Prem titles?
I
don't
know
get
why.
it.
People
they
won't like
came
the
up against
answer. People won't like the answer. They came up against the greatest
The
ever
greatest Premier
league
League
manager, a greatest ever league manager that actually we saw in our
Right.
lifetime.
But
Listen,
then-
I didn't watch the 90s.
and the greatest
I
Premier
have
League dynasty.
never seen someone like Pep in terms of coaching a system that wins you the fucking league. It is
Yeah.
impossible. This guy is ridiculous. It's bro. They got 97 points and they lost the league.
97 points.
Mourinho still lost the league to him getting 90 something points, bro. This man is mad. He's crazy.
I want to
97 and by the way,
let me
it's
just
happened
ask
twice.
a very
97
quick question.
and 92
Let me
points.
ask him a
Don't
question,
forget that.
Ashraf, please. I want to ask him a question.
Okay, that's fair, guys. I hear
So you say the league title argument. Van Dijk, before choosing Liverpool, objectively he was linked to moving to Manchester City. I'm gonna ask you a hypothetical, and you're very intelligent, and you'll be capable of answering this question. If Virgil van Dijk in that January said, "I don't want to join Liverpool, I want to join Man City," how many league titles do you think he'd be on now?
He'd probably be on
8.
the same amount as John Stones,
6
No.
or 7.
right? But
So
I
it's
think
not-
anybody
it's not Van
anybody
Dijk what we
joining
have.
would have. Yeah,
By the way,
fair.
that's a lie. That's a
But can
lie.
I-
That's a lie. He wouldn't
Right.
be on the same as John Stones because the 2 league titles Liverpool won, they wouldn't have won if Van Dijk wasn't there.
I swear I was gonna say the
Oh,
same.
You would add
okay.
two
I
more.
swear I was
Yeah.
gonna say the same.
So Van Dijk would have probably had what,
100%
like
they don't win
8
those
back
league
to back to
titles.
back to back to back to back league
Wes,
titles.
I'm gonna tell you something. He might have done the back-to-back
man.
triple that season when Van Dijk the back-to-back triple.
They were
How did
they,
the peop-
by the way, they lost to Real Madrid on pens, like so they were kept
Penalties.
like you see all the, this is why my Premier League GOAT is Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry
Okay.
only has 2 league titles. Why,
Yeah,
why,
yeah,
why
I-
do we-
yeah.
I hate when like we are discussing players. Trophy is all cute, but it's not football as a sport is about trophies, but we can't use it to compare individuals. because
No,
it
I
You
hear
can
that.
use it to compare
Argument.
managers, by the way. You can use it to compare
Managers,
managers.
I
I think
agree.
that's fair.
Yeah.
But
But-
players, I think it's different.
I swear to
Would
God,
you say though,
Elanga is
yeah?
such a donkey playing football. It's
Was he
unfucking
missed again? Oh man,
Elanga
poor guy, man.
How
Wait, but
Forest got
See with the
59
trophies
points.
thing, yeah. My thing with the trophies is just like I'm not saying that it is, of course, everything, but I think it helps contextualize for certain positions. Like if we know Henry was a top striker who also got loads of goals and also gets trophies, that kind of for me puts him ahead of some of the top strikers that would have got goals that didn't. Because that's the extra mile. Do you see what I'm saying? That's where I think trophies has to come into it. Because at the end of the day, that is the ultimate aim of the game. Like if Salah scored all these goals and never won anything, would we rate him the same way? We probably wouldn't. But it doesn't mean he doesn't deserve the accolades. So for me, I just think that's the final like marker. And I would say like, look, if then you've got a player where they've got like 1 or 2 titles each, of course, then like that makes that debate a little bit closer. I definitely hear that. But you're also talking about a John Terry, like, come on, man. 2 Champions League finals, 1 Champions League confirmed. How many FA Cups? How many league titles? Lowest ever. Come on, man. Like you can't just ignore all that. In the
We're
same
not
way,
ignoring it. This is what you do. This is what you're doing. We're not ignoring it, right? We're not ignoring this. We're just saying that it's a conversation. Some people prefer that. You guys don't want to even hear it. Flawless. Big
No,
up to the
I'm down.
channel.
I
I haven't
think
seen
the
it for ages. Flawless. Haven't seen it for ages, broski.
Yes, it's been a minute, man. I appreciate the
been a
invite. Big
minute.
up to you.
John
Big up the
Terry
fam,
and
big up
Virgil
the whole
van Dijk. who are you choosing? Don't tell me Rio Ferdinand.
Is it international break? Is this what's going on? Jesus.
No, it's something
Conversation.
it's something that happened
Seen it on
yesterday.
socials. Yeah. Where's this?
Yeah,
I've
it's
seen
just-
John Terry was on Sky and was responding to it.
And he responded to him. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
he
John
did.
Terry. But he responded in one aspect, and I hear what John Terry said. John Terry said that German Pennant didn't know that John Terry is the defender that scored the most in the history of the Premier League goals as a
He scored
defender.
a lot of goals for Chelsea.
He scored
did.
40-something goals. So, yeah,
Scored a lot
that is
of
something
goals.
that he got wrong. Who would you choose before we move on from this?
It's close, super close. But I'll
I
probably
like that
lean
answer.
just towards Van Dijk. Like slightly.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
this
what
is
we're saying. It's a conversation.
slightly.
Chelsea fans
Yeah.
don't want to even have a conversation. Like,
Whoa,
no.
Of course,
That's
of
not
course
what's
you don't
happening,
want to
mate.
have the conversation. It's like telling a man that his wife ain't the prettiest woman in the world. You ain't trying to hear that. What you mean? Imagine man trying to tell you that there's someone better looking than you. You're not trying to hear that, whether it's true or not. Like you ain't trying. Like that's where it is. Like John Terry's Mr. Chelsea. Like he's a
Yeah.
player who's won Premier Leagues and a Champions League for them and one of their greats. Of course they're going to defend him like that. Same way if you have the Lampard Gerrard debate. Same way if you put Drogba in there or a Makelele in there or a Ashley Cole or ask them about Peter Cech. You can't tell a Chelsea fan Peter Cech's not the best goalkeeper ever in the Prem. They ain't
Facts.
trying to hear that.
Facts. Yeah. Let me do
like,
this. And then
that's-
a great man once said, once you start referring to banter takes, you have lost the argument. That's Fonzie. Big up, Fonzie. Big up, man. I'm moving on from the John Terry, Virgil van Dijk to Bukayo Saka's contract. There was by the way, so he signs the contract yesterday. Andy Goldstein decides to talk about whatever, should he stay or not. We discussed this on the Football Terrace. And now today they are discussing if he's world class or not. Does he deserve a 300K a week contract? Is he a world class winger that deserves a 5-year contract in a club like Arsenal, 300K a week? Is that something that people think that is he 300K a week? That means you're basically saying for the next 5 years, this is my right winger. This is my starting right winger. Because you aren't going to get another one, unless you're City, you aren't going to get another one on 300K to actually battle that, you know what I mean? Like what they did. Is he world class, like what people say? This is discussion that happened today, this morning.
Yeah, he's world
Yeah,
class.
he is world class.
300K is fair for him? 300K is fair?
I don't know how much was he on before. I can't remember.
Probably
No,
like
220 or something like that. 220.
Yeah, then I think the jump to 300 makes sense, especially if we're
Yeah.
trying to keep a team that's hopefully going to win a few leagues and we want to keep the core. We've done that with Saliba, with Gabriel, with Declan Rice, with all these guys. So yeah, I think that makes sense, man.
How long was his deal before? Like when did his deal
Ends in
expire?
27.
Okay, so
So there was one more year after this. Yeah.
So he
Oh,
had
yeah.
to.
Yeah.
I think the
19 someone tell me 195.
Not that he would have left, but
Yeah, the 300K I think is
Yeah.
is a bit steep, but the fact that he was on 220, it's
It's
not
not
really that much of an
195. People
increase.
say 195.
Yeah,
Ah,
people are saying
195.
which is still
Okay,
fine. I think it's still okay.
It's not that much, even though 300K is a bit steep. It's not that much of an increase, to be honest. But do I think he's
Yeah.
world class? No, I rate Saka highly. I think Saka's a very good player. I don't think he's world class.
Can I ask you something? Should Arsenal, if Arsenal want to go to the next level, should Saka be the starter on the right winger? Given, like what I mean by given is like Salah for Liverpool, for example. You know, like Hazard for Chelsea. You know the guy that are like you're guaranteed a start on that place, on that spot. Should Saka be that guy? Like even Foden isn't that guy for City, to be honest with you. Foden isn't.
I think
It's not
Saka,
a given right for him.
even though his form's fallen off a cliff like recently, Saka's shown he can produce consistently. I think the problem for Arsenal is the other two spots in their attack. That's where the issue lies. Is their striker and their left winger. Now, if they had a starting striker who was of quality and a left winger of quality, then you look at it and then you go, all right, you can kind of gauge where he's at. Because he's at points pretty much carried their attack. How many Arsenal
for
attackers
3
in
years.
the past?
3 years.
Yeah, he
3
carried,
years.
he
3
carried
years,
their
yeah.
attack. So I can't say that he's not, even though his form has fallen off like drastically recently. So I think he deserves a shot. He deserves a run at it. Yeah. We used to say he don't get back up to that level or get better. But we might have seen the best of him. But
I
yeah,
don't know.
I think he deserves. I think he deserves.
I
a
don't think
shot.
we have seen the. I don't think we've seen the best of him. To be
Okay.
honest with you, I don't think we've seen the best of the guy. I think if the guy played in a team that is more open, I think he would produce more numbers.
Well,
And the evidence is there. When Arsenal were more open and play against more open teams, he literally got 28 GA or something like 27 GA, something like this. The problem is the way Arsenal play requires like a certain type of a player that will be able to play in these tight spaces, do the things that Arteta demands. And it is hard to do these things when you are Arsenal. It is hard to do these things when everyone is playing low block against you and your build-up is very slow, you're cautious. I think it is hard, and Arteta is making it harder for these attackers to shine, to be honest. Imagine if this guy... I'm watching Monaco, PSG yesterday, along with Madrid and Benfica. And my man, Monaco, 2-2, 9 men, they are defending with 5 players. There are 4 players watching the game being played behind them. Like, never happens in the Premier League. Like, when you play in the Premier League, it never happens. You're one man down, and you have 4 players that don't defend. Just watching. It's Sunday League style, you know what I mean? The attackers don't defend, and the defenders defend. And PSG are passing the ball around. I'm like, I want to imagine some of the Premier League players that we flag off playing there. But what would they do in this much space and amount of passes, you know? Benfica, Real Madrid, there is 2 players at Real Madrid that never defends. They never come back. 90 minutes. Then you don't see these 2 trying even. They don't even try to close down players. That doesn't happen in the Premier League, right? So imagine if Saka has this space. But I'm not sure, to be honest. 300K is good money. I said that Guehi, but I kind of revised my statement about Marguerite, because the reason why Marguerite got that money is because his contract was going to end.
Yeah.
And it's instead of his signing bonus. Like he told Man City, it's either this or I wait until the summer and make a signing bonus and I make a regular wage in 100-something K, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's what I think about.
I think he is world class. I think he's done it on a club level and an international level. But I do also understand if people are saying he's not, because the thing is, I think there's factors that are like stopping him from going to the next level. So like, I think one of them is he just doesn't have that, like, I don't think he has that like killer switch. Like, he's not like the kind of player that's like, if you're not playing me, I'm going to bounce. I think he's quite like a meek and mild, humble guy where he's just like, I'll just take whatever's on the table, do my best for the team I'm in. So I think that won't like...
What does that mean?
Like a Sterling is a great example of somebody that goes, I think I believe in myself. If you're not playing me, I'll go somewhere else and play. And then ends up becoming a world-class player. So I look at that and go, he is doing it, but I just think like, is anyone ever going to think he's world-class? Really, because he doesn't have that switch. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think we tend to think about world-class players as players that sort of have this, like, I don't know, they've got something about them that just, it just makes them stand out amongst the crowd.
Can I tell you the difference? I'm gonna be completely honest, because Inter played against Barcelona and Bayern Munich last season in the semi-final and the quarter-final. From personal experience watching the 2 games, right? And we played Arsenal as well. Every time the ball was about to be passed to Michael Olise or Lamine Yamal, I was off my seat. Like, I was literally screaming in my watch-along, close that pass angle, let Barcelona and Bayern Munich go to the other side. Like, the fact that they just received the ball, I was like, someone is going to be cooked here. Like, someone is going to be on their ass. You know what I mean? Someone is going to get laughed at. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't think, by the way, I'm going to tell you something. It's not only for Bukayo Saka. I don't think Foden is that guy. Like, when I watch Foden, every time he touches the ball, I don't have the same feeling what I have for Lamine Yamal. By the way, Rafinha, I don't have the same feeling for Rafinha. Rafinha, when he got the ball against Inter, I'm like, yeah, he is in Lamine Yamal. He's in Michael Olise. Michael Olise and Lamine Yamal are like these kind of 2 guys are like, when they touch the ball, Desiree Doué, for example, every time he touched the ball yesterday, I'm like, someone is literally sitting on their ass in the next 5 seconds. Someone is getting, you know what I mean?
Makes sense.
Something is happening. Something is different here. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that Saka doesn't get past players, because he does. The numbers show it. Ashraf showed us. He does, by the way. Numbers show Bukayo Saka gets past defenders often, by the way. Often in one-on-one situations. But I don't think that he has that X factor feeling that I have about Lamine Yamal or Michael Olise. I don't know why.
I mean-
Is it? I don't know
But
why.
he doesn't need to
You know
give
why,
that
Mo.
X
I
factor
mean-
feeling. That's the best.
You know
part.
why? You know why? Don't do
Why?
this.
Why?
Because he's not as good as those two. That's why.
No,
Ah.
but he gets past defender. We did the numbers on this show with
Yeah,
Ashraf. He gets
does.
past defenders the same exact numbers.
100%. Same way. Doku's probably high on them numbers in regards to getting past his fullback.
Yeah. But
What
every
is
time Doku gets the ball, you know that he's getting past the defender.
But it's a skill thing, and that's not a shot at Saka. Elise and Yamal are probably number 1 and number 2 in regards to right wingers in Europe. I don't think there's 2 better
Okay.
wingers than them. That's why that's not a
Dembele
shot at
probably
Saka.
when he play. Yeah, Dembele.
I look at Dembele more as like a false 9, but I hear you
Yeah.
with the Dembele, but he's someone
I,
who's
like
at that
Kvaratskhelia, for example. I feel that Kvaratskhelia
Yeah,
has that aura about him. Kvaratskhelia as well. Like
Yeah, I
he
like.
plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. Kvaratskhelia.
Like
but then
every
he's-
time he gets the ball,
Top.
he's looking to be direct, gets past defender, you know, to make things happen. I'm
Yeah.
sorry if you were gonna say something.
I don't even remember anymore. I don't. By the way, I don't think. I think Olise is better than him this season, obviously, because to be honest, a lot of wingers have been better than Saka this season. But I think at their best, I think Saka is a better winger than Olise. He doesn't dribble as fancy on the eye as Olise, but I think he's more effective. I think he's mastered the art of like being effective and just getting past the fullback and creating the chance. Or his shooting was incredible up until this season. I don't know why his shooting's been so off. So we'll have to see if it's an injury thing or if he's just needed time. But yeah, I think he's world class now. Whoa, I remember what I was going to say. I don't think he needs to have that X factor though for us to feel like, oh my god, he's going to touch the ball and do something. As long as he's effective though. Like in
No,
the
but
end, by
I
the
think
end-
the Arsenal need an X factor. You lack
No,
it.
no, he
Rooney
is an
spoke
X
about this.
factor. I'm just saying he's not an X factor that should make you get off your seat whenever you watch him get the ball.
No, but I think
he's
the
an X-
Arsenal need a Yamal or a Olise or someone like that or a Salah
Why?
to speak. A Hazard.
Why?
It's a killer thing. I think you lack that killer.
That's what I
to be
said
honest.
earlier.
Yeah, but Liverpool and
Don't think
City when
he's
they
a
were
killer.
battling for it didn't have that.
Salah.
Oh
what?
no, they did.
No, they didn't.
They did.
They didn't
They
have
had
that.
Salah.
Salah wasn't like Salah is a
Salah
killer
and
because he
Mane are
scores.
literally killers.
Because they score, not because they make you get
No.
off your seat when they
So,
get the ball.
No, Salah was, bro.
So
is
Salah
exactly what Saka
dribbling,
was.
Salah dribbling past the whole City defense in a game like this, or him
First of all, he
putting.
dribbled past 2 players. I love Salah, but don't overhype the thing. He dribbled past 2 players,
He
including
didn't dribble past two players. He
including
dribbled past
dropping
players.
one on his
Wait,
ass.
just said it though.
Bernardo
Mahrez,
Silva
Mahrez,
and Foden and Ruben Diaz. 3.
bro.
He didn't dribble past
Laporte,
Foden was nowhere there.
Laporte as well. Laporte.
Yeah, Laporte
Laporte.
and Bernardo Silva. That's it. He dropped one of them on their ass and went past the other.
And the left centre back. Forgot who it was. It's a third player as well.
He didn't. He
Salah
remember he
putting
did the right and-
Vertonghen on Salah
Akanji.
putting Vertonghen on his ass is they're getting the praises.
But
The thing
Saka
is,
has done
right,
that to other fullbacks too. He's done that to top. That's what I'm trying to tell you. As long as Saka scores at the rate he was scoring at 2 seasons ago, or even last season before he got the injury, and he's getting that kind of GA, he is going to be that killer player. Bro, we went to play against Real Madrid. I know the game was done in the first leg. I get that. And obviously he missed the penalty, and people are like, "Oh, Madrid, when they could come back, whatever it is." Bro, he scored that chip in front when he went 1-on-1. Obviously, that is the kind of player we need. Someone who can kill off games, who can score club
No,
goals.
I still think that you need a
He
Harry
played
Kane.
against Bayern. He played against
I
Bayern
still-
when he got
I
knocked
still
out,
think-
and he scored an
I-
incredible goal.
Yeah, but I still think you need, with Saka, that is good. To go to the next level, you need that guy that scores, and you need the Harry Kane. You need the Riyad Mahrez. You need the Ulises. You need these guys.
Drogba.
The Dembele's, not Drogba.
Okay, so you're saying you need one more
Trying to sneak it.
outside.
He's trying to sneak his man in there. Like, what the fuck?
So you mean we need one
Hazard.
more in addition to Saka?
Yeah, you need a higher
That's
than
fine.
Saka.
I never
Hazard.
disagreed with that.
Higher than
I never
Saka.
disagreed with that.
Better than Saka. Better. You need that.
Saka is
that
one of the
X-
best in the world in his position. What do you mean better?
Yeah, because
How many out there can we go? Can we get a Yamal today? What are you on about? How many are better than Saka in his position in the world?
you don't think that Yamal, Olise, Kvaratskhelia, for example?
Can we get them? There's no one better in the world
yeah.
that we can get
Yeah.
that's
I don't
better
think
than Saka.
I
No
don't
one.
think you can get a better one. You can go on Trafford Desiree Doe. You can offer 100 mil.
He's not better than
Some-
Saka though. So why would you mention?
Do
him?
we?
He's not better than Saka.
It's close though.
He could
It's
be.
close.
He could be. He might have a better ceiling. He might have a higher ceiling. But is he better than Saka today? He's not.
You need to get Saka back to
He
that
might
form
be
though,
better than
Daniel,
him now,
well.
you know.
I agree with that.
Been a lot,
100%.
the form's been bad for Saka. Like Saka needs to get it together now.
Well,
Like,
football is cooked, guys. They just
Due
scored the
might be
penalty
up now.
against Newcastle. Football is cooked. I swear to God, it's cooked. The guy has his
What?
hand, tried to balance himself on the ground. Newcastle player shooting, it's his hand. He called it a penalty. Football is cooked.
I was thinking the same exact
my
thing. I
God.
think this
Like,
handball.
it's cooked. This is fucking cooked. Like
This is
like
gonna
he's
fuck up the World Cup, by the way, as well. Just so you know.
like the guy's his head is turned. He's not looking. It's cooked. It's fucking cooked. This is cooked. Anyway, Newcastle are
Hand
gonna
in
win
an
this like
unnatural
50.
position.
This is literally the definition of a natural position is you balancing yourself when you're like, unless you're gonna fall in your head when you're trying to tackle. Yeah, like this is the reality. But I wanna ask you
the
guys.
Newcastle penalty, Chaz.
Karabakh.
I think he thought it's a Karabakh penalty.
I want to show you guys the clip that happened from the overlap yesterday, and I want to get your opinion on it. To be honest with you, because
Come on.
Let's ask Flawless. He's a celebrity. He's not here often, so we have to ask him.
Me the celebrity.
Ask him
you
about
know,
what?
Mr. 70K subscribers
clip?
over there. Crazy work, yo.
I don't have a rap album.
Yes, 70K subscribers up there. You know what I'm saying? Talking about calling me the celebs.
But before I do this, let me just do these super chats. Is Gay world class? He earns more than Gabriel. I explained to you why Gay earns more than Gabriel, right? Because Gay it's either you give me that money now, or I'll wait until the summer and make 20 million signing bonus, which accounts for the extra money. So but he's not worth 300K. These brothers, Mon Osam, are true machines. Big up, my man Diallo. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate you, man. Everyone here works as hard. Like, listen, every fucking time I open the internet, Flawless is live. I'm just gonna say this. Say this. Man is live every day. Crazy hours, Flawless live. It's evening here, and I'm watching. It's evening in America. Flawless is live in the UK, bro.
I try, man. I try.
How come Kvara didn't lose his aura like Saka despite having a worse season than him? We saw how good Ulisi is when Timba put him in his pocket.
Because nobody's watching Kvaratskhelia that often in League. That's the reality. When I had that argument with George, I remember maybe a year ago, where I said Saka, over the last 1 year at least, was a better dribbler than Kvaratskhelia. He's like, what do you mean? How? Blah, blah. I was like, he completes more dribbles per game than him. In a harder league, by the way, than the Serie A and the Liga. And he has a higher success rate in his dribbles than Kvaratskhelia. Now, maybe Kvaratskhelia is a better dribbler overall, but he was just not having the best possible year. But I was just speaking about the last 1 year. And people just get This is why I like stats, because men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Like, people don't like looking at actual numbers and saying, if Saka did step overs and he did the rainbow flicks and the nutmegs, people would say, wow, what a dribbler. But because Saka shields the ball and then turns past his fullbacks and skins them, people are like, yeah, but that's not a dribble. That's not a skill, though. That is a skill. You just don't like it.
By the way, get him past your... By the way, get him past
the
your
half
defender.
season at Napoli, and then when he went to PSG.
Right, okay.
Get him past your defender. It doesn't matter how you do it. That's the skill,
exactly.
by the way. That's the skill. It doesn't matter how you do it.
Well,
some people do it. Some people do it with a...
We know who the bad
I'm gonna tell you something, to be honest with you, Flawless. I'm gonna tell you something about this. Playing in Liga and Bundesliga, every time I'm watching these leagues, the amount of spaces you have to work with the ball is so different than in the Premier League. It's so different. And you talk about the Champions League. Well, if you use the Champions League, Arsenal this season have scored more than Bayern Munich, more than PSG in the Champions League, which proves the point that in the Premier League is much harder than everyone else. I'm not saying it's better. I'm not saying it's entertaining, right? I'm just saying it is just more structured. Fucking everyone is fucking physical as fuck. It's so hard to play in the Premier League that you will see teams defending, doubling on you. Bro, you watch... Because Monaco versus PSG yesterday was an example, right? Bro, Desiree Doué and Dembele getting the ball. There's only one defender on them, giving them 5 yards to work with. Okay, it's much easier for you as a player to work with this than when someone is on your back all the time. There's another defender covering. There is no spaces to work. Hence, Thiago Silva, for me, is a good defender. But if you build your career in PSG, well, it's not an indication. There are people that built their career somewhere else. Who can be a killer on left-wing striker or a striker for Arsenal? Harry
That's
Kane,
what
just go.
That's what the recruitment team's there for, is to go find. That's their job. Like, because Arsenal's attack clearly needs that. Saka, we've said, is the one in the right wing. You say yes, they need two others. Go and find, go and locate it. That's on the recruitment team. It's very,
100%.
very tough to go find. It's extremely tough. Yes,
Like
but that's why they
PSG got
think
Desiree Doué at the age of 19. It's like this is the thing. Like Man City got Julian Alvarez, like from River Plate. It's
it was supposed to be Gyökeres.
Estevao. Chelsea got Estevao. You know what I mean? Chelsea got Estevao. Brighton got Caicedo. Like
that's the thing. We don't need to get someone young, Mo. Like Rodrigo's available. He's proven. He's near world class, if not world class.
I don't think that Rodrigo's better than Saka. I don't think that Rodrigo's better than Saka.
But he's coming to be left wing, not right wing.
He's the left wing.
He's a top class left winger, and he wants to only play left wing. And he's not going to get that at Real Madrid as long as Vini Jr. is there.
You should have got maybe Rodrigo in the summer. I think he would have made the difference. With you, to be honest, I think they would have made the difference. With you, to be honest, I need to turn off this fucking game. It's 4-0 away from home. Quest, why didn't you win against Karabakh 4-0 as well? It's like, why did you struggle?
We wanted them to get an extra round against Newcastle.
Oh, right. You wanted to tire Newcastle. Yes.
Wait, Mo, how could you banter someone for finishing in the top 8, bro? Like, what are you on about?
Do you know what I mean?
He's done his job.
Do you know what I mean?
By the way, your team. Wait a second. I just remembered your team. Your team didn't finish in the top 8 when you were favorites to.
Yeah,
we're not. We didn't spend $1 billion. We didn't spend $2 billion. Ashraf.
Well, you should have. You should have instead of going there.
We don't have the money. We don't have the. We don't have the money. We don't have the money.
Well,
sorry, we weren't forced to sell our club because of a war, and then the new owners are spending money. Crazy.
You better sell it, buy it back, and sell it again, Mo.
No one wants to buy it. No one wants to buy it.
We beat PSG, bro.
No one wants to buy it. No one wants to buy it. Let's hear this.
Now we've got away with it a little bit, so we've definitely got a chance. I think we're as confident as we can be, and 4 points is not very much.
I'm begging you. Please
you can smell the blood, but I think that you're so disrespectful when you talk about Arsenal. I think that you have to actually give credit to the only other team.
What am I respecting?
No.
If Arsenal in May are lifting the league title, there'll be a lot of respect for them because they've gone on to win the league. What am I respecting?
No, but you're talking like you're talking like you're top of the league and that we're nowhere near.
I'm talking about a team.
You're chasing us and you're disrespecting Arsenal.
I'm talking about a team that won 6 league titles in 7 years.
Unbelievable.
4 on the bounce. That's why.
Unbelievable. But you haven't got to be so arrogant when talking about every other club.
I'm not talking about any other club. Liverpool won the league last year. They won it in 2020. That's a team you can respect that have gone on and done it and proven themselves. And if Arsenal do it 100%, they will be respected as a team that has won the league. But you've not won a trophy since COVID.
I understand it's been a long time without it, but I'm talking about this season. Can you not appreciate the only other team that's given you some sort of challenge?
I can appreciate Arsenal being 4 points clear. I can appreciate a team that's also in all 4 competitions. But this talk about quadruple for a team that's not won a trophy in 6 years.
But no one's talking about that like we're actually going to win the quadruple.
Well, you're saying,
we are in all 4 competitions.
I'm saying yes, you're in all 4 competitions. Yes, you're 4 points clear. But what have you done? What have you done in the past? In my lifetime, that suggests you're going to go and actually, put it on the table and win those trophies.
You bottle it every time.
So you think,
you're shit in the bed right now.
Do you think Arteta's still got? Like I came on here when we played Arsenal, and I said I got some pelters for it. I don't really know why. I said I don't get why they aren't turning up at Anfield. I'm going for it.
Yeah.
And equally, when we went to your place, same again.
Yeah.
I mean, look at our season. We've lost 11. The manager's under pressure. One of the favourites to get sacked. And at home against us on a Thursday night. We were probably the better side, I would argue. And same at Anfield, obviously, we win it there. And I just feel like Arteta's got, cautious.
Yeah, they're going to go to the cautious approach and all this stuff.
I agree. That's the only thing I agree with. I agree with that last part. Everything else before that was garbage.
What do you mean?
So the part about, oh, you've done it, but you've bottled it before. Oh, how could you talk about winning a quad when you've never won anything before? I think that's all stupid because the reality is, your past does not dictate what you're going to do now. It's different players, different team. We have better depth. The cautious part, I 100% agree. I think if we don't end up winning it, this cautious shit is what's going to cost us because we have the potential to play better attacking football than most teams, but we don't.
Right.
But yeah, the cautious thing I agree with. Everything else I think is just idiotic. Like it's just people saying stuff for PTSD just for the sake of saying PTSD shit.
One point he made, which was great, sorry to cut you off, and he didn't answer it when he said, what am I respecting? I don't understand this disrespect thing. Like, where is the? I didn't see any disrespect there towards Arsenal in that clip. I've not watched the full
in the
thing.
beginning, before he said that, he's like, "I'm confident." He didn't acknowledge Arsenal before he said, like, for me, for me, what I mean by disrespectful, and you can tell he's disrespecting Arsenal, or in his mind, he doesn't value Arsenal as a team at all, because he literally said, "What am I respecting? You're nobodies. You haven't won anything in 5 years. What am I respecting?" So he acknowledged that he actually, in his mind, because the conversation was happening before, this is a long conversation,
I'll have to see the full clip.
Like, he doesn't, like, he's like, "We're 4 points behind Arsenal. We're going to go. I'm confident now we're going to win it."
Yeah,
I think that's the part that...
I don't see it as disrespect that he's confident. Because if Arsenal...
No, but it is disrespectful, because he's basically saying, we don't have the league in our hands. Even if we win all our remaining games, we cannot win the league. But I am confident.
Wait. Did he say that? He said if Arsenal win all their games... If Arsenal win all their games...
He didn't. He's he's dismissing...
No, flawless. Okay. It's implied, because if City win all their games, they cannot win the league, right? Yeah. We all agree with that. They cannot win the league.
Wait, hold up. If City win all their games, yes, they can win the league if you drop enough points. Yes.
Exactly, which means that's what he's saying. He's saying he's confident Arsenal will drop points.
Yeah, okay. And what's wrong with that? I think you drop points too. That's not disrespectful. This is me giving my opinion.
But they don't. I agree with that too, but they don't go the season winning every single game.
I don't think they go the season unbeaten, but I don't think they have to, because here the thing is, if Arsenal were actually a serious outfit and have done what they're supposed to do, this league title's already over anyway. If the daft points that Arsenal have dropped is the reason this is
I don't disagree with that, to be honest.
So that's my point, is if you lot beat Manchester, I'm a United fan, you should beat Manchester United at home, you should 100%. Beat Liverpool at home, you should beat Forest away, and you should beat, there was another, and 10-man Chelsea. That's 3 points, 5, 7, 9. Add 9 points onto the total right now, and the gap, the conversation is over.
No, and Man City, if they are as good as he's saying, Man City should beat Chelsea at home. That's extra 2 points. Should be Spurs at home. That's extra 2 points as well. Arsenal won against Newcastle away. Okay, so Arsenal won against Newcastle away. City lost. That's an extra 3 points.
But it's by default he's saying that. It's the reason he's saying he's confident.
I'm gonna tell you why I think in his mind.
His team is not the same as the team that was before.
Let me just.
His team is a bigger bottle job team than us right now. That's the reality.
Whoa.
If you go based on this season and last season, they are. What do you mean?
That is all well and good. The point is I'm making.
Whose team are bottle jobs? What happened?
Yeah,
okay, let me flawless. Let me just explain to you. The fact that his answer, flawless, was, "What am I respecting? Why should I respect you?" It's an implication that he doesn't respect Arsenal. What I mean by don't respect Arsenal, let me tell you. If Inter are up there and forever AC Milan are chasing Inter for the title, or it's vice versa. If AC Milan are top, I'm like, we're gonna try to do our job, but listen, AC Milan are doing great now. They have to slip, right, for us to actually catch them. They are a team that looks good now. They look strong, blah, blah, blah. That's called you're respecting your opposition. Fine. But if PC Milan are above me, and I'm like, I'm confident. These guys will drop points. We're going to win the league. We're going to smoke the Etihad. That is me disrespecting the team.
Not disrespect.
Which is, okay.
It's not. That's not disrespect.
I think it is, because you're ignoring.
It is. You're ignoring the work that they're doing. It is disrespect.
It's not. I don't rate them. I'm a United fan. I don't rate this Arsenal team highly. That's not disrespect. That's me giving my opinion on them.
Yeah, but then that's you ignoring the facts of this season. You're ignoring the fact.
Yeah, you are. Ashraf is gonna tell you exactly.
You're ignoring the fact that
we're gonna tell you exactly what it means.
You know how I'm gonna kill all this dead, because there's United teams that have won the league that I don't rate highly. Now what? Is that disrespectful to them?
Yes.
No, but
yes. Quest.
Because I don't rate them highly.
It's a fair point.
Yes.
Wait. A United side won the league title and won 3 games away from home all season. It wasn't a good side. It wasn't a great side, sorry. It was a decent side, a good side. It wasn't a great side. That's not disrespect. That's me giving my opinion. How is me giving my opinion on it saying that it's disrespectful?
Because flawless.
Wait, let me land with this one and then respond. Like he said in the clip, go and win the league, then I'll respect it. You lot want the respect without doing anything. Go win the league.
It's true though.
Go win the league. Because you lot should, and the reason why this is a narrative and a thing is because Arsenal haven't done what they're supposed to. If Arsenal had just won 1 league title, in Arteta's reign, which they should have at least one. I think they should have two, really, because you shouldn't be on top of the table for 93% of the time and not win the league. But that's a whole different conversation. Arsenal just had one league title. All of this is dead. Arsenal want to be, hey, I want to be a world champion. You know what I'm saying? I'm a boxer. I want to be a world champion. Go win the belt. Arsenal ain't won the belt.
It's true.
Go win. He said
so
that.
You're saying, just to clarify, you're saying if Liverpool was in our position right now, they were 4 points clear of City. You're saying City fans would not be saying they're confident at this point?
I think they'd be less confident.
They'd be less.
I don't think so, because last time I remember they were in a title race, or maybe the year before. I can't remember. I think it was the 23-24 season. I remember a lot of City fans saying whenever they've gone up in a title race against Liverpool, they've always won. They disrespected Liverpool even when Liverpool won a league title.
They didn't disrespect.
That is to say I am confident I'm going to win, even though you're behind Liverpool.
I'm
even
confident
because you're saying I've never lost to them before.
You just answered your own question right there. You said every time City have gone into a title race with Liverpool, they've won. So why would I not be confident if every time
because they beat you to a league title before, though? Still,
okay.
That's why, Flawless, I need you on the channel. Like, there's nobody that argues.
Every single time, like you just said it there, every single time they've got into a title race, we've won. Why would I not be confident? That's like
but that's because they dismissed the 2019-2020 season because it.
That's like every single time me and Mo get into a debate and Mo puts a poll in the chat and it says and the poll.
Flawless is a fraud.
Of course he's going to be confident. That
Flawless. It's not black and white straight up, because the reality is it's not black and white, because I can say all I need to do to win the league is finish above City. I finished above City last season. That's it. So by that logic, I've already proven I can finish above City because I've done it just last season, right? And I don't have to worry about Liverpool from last season.
But you didn't do it when it matters.
Yeah, City's not even the issue, and I think that's part of the bigger problem for Arsenal.
We don't have to sit and, by that logic, let's not watch football until the end of the season and give no context or analysis.
No, I don't think
we are giving
because you're ignoring all the other aspects of the season so far.
No, we are giving
I can say we haven't gone to any final in 6 years.
We are giving context and analysis. Arsenal fans just don't like it, and it's because of Arsenal. It's because of you. That's the problem that lies right there.
You, bro, Flo,
no,
you
not you,
not
you. In general,
Not you. I'm saying when I say that, I'm talking about.
I know, but I'm saying I'm not like the other Arsenal fans because I've said we have an issue.
I'm different.
Let me clarify.
I am different, baby.
I'm talking about Arsenal. The issue is Arsenal. If Arsenal had won one of these league titles, which they were supposed to, I was in a pole position to do so. This ain't a conversation. City fans are.
I hear you, but I don't think it changes. I think even if we win the league this season, it won't change.
I think there's two things that need to happen. There's two things that need to happen. City need to win the league to save football, and then Pep needs to leave English football. That's what needs to happen, because I actually think they are right in saying that guy. So I can't remember what his name is. I follow him on Twitter, but I can't remember his name is.
Luke, M60 lad.
So he does talk about Arsenal in a way, that is very flippant, and that's where it feels like disrespect. Now that's him, but I will say that I agree with Lawless that from the start of the season, we've had the unfortunate circumstance that a lot of Arsenal fans, I won't say Ash, but a lot of Arsenal fans, even on other platforms that I'm on, have been talking about Arsenal like people should worship them now. And
I think the
caveat has always been, we're not going to give you praise for something you've not proved. Now, this is why I say two things need to happen. For the sake of those Arsenal fans, unfortunately for you, Ash, for those Arsenal fans, we need Arsenal to lose the league. Because if we don't, we will all suffer. It'll be one of the worst days in Premier League history. Now, the second thing that needs to happen is Pep needs to leave City,
with Luke?
Right? Because
Luke, the MCFC lads guy.
Yeah. He's a cool guy.
We don't know him. By the way, Martin, we don't know him personally. We never met the guy personally. I don't know the guy personally. We're just talking about how
Quest was referring to how it
Quest is referring to his tweets and how he talks about Arsenal.
All right, so it's not he's a cool guy. What he said is how people are interpreting it, because I didn't see anything.
Not even just how he's interpreting it. He does speak in a way where he like dismisses Arsenal with a you know how some people can say something disrespectful, you'll be like, bro.
I dismissed them too. They ain't one shit.
Yeah, but you're being palatable with it. He talks in a way that's like, why would I have any respect for them at all? Like they haven't won titles before. It's
I
like,
get
whoa.
it.
I'm just saying, this is why Pep has to leave though after this win, because he's actually given City confidence to believe that they as a club are actually up there. When I don't believe that's the truth at all. I think this is one of the greatest minds that football's ever seen, that was ripping up European football with Barcelona, and he came and done it in the league when everyone said, can he do it on a rainy, wet night in Stoke? And he's come and he's proved it. And
City will be the next Chelsea as soon as Pep leaves.
Don't ever disrespect, because they won't go on to win another one again. All right.
I'm not even saying that disrespectfully. Legit, when Pep leaves, City are going to be the next Chelsea. Trophy here and there, and that's it.
By the way, I've said the reason why I think we'll win the league.
Pep is an alien.
I don't like the way
he's an alien. Yeah, he's an alien.
He is 100%. I don't like the way we're playing. And I said,
did you get another Ferguson? No, you didn't. You want to know why? Because they're aliens. They're not normal human. They're not
I think.
By the way,
let go to Ashraf.
The managers that Flawless's club has gotten after Alex Ferguson, I don't give a shit what anyone says. A lot of them are high profile, high caliber. Like when you
but Van Gaal was way
Everton was doing a fantastic job. You get Van Gaal, who at the World Cup was cooking for Netherlands, one of the greatest minds in football. So was Jose Mourinho. Like they got even like Erik ten Hag was supposed to be the next big thing in football before Man United got him. So all this like thinking that, oh yeah, we're just gonna replace Pep and just move on with our lives. It's just crazy.
But by the way, I do think that
clap for Martin for proving our point. Big up to you, brother. So from the takeover until Pep, in 7 years or 8 years, you won 2 league titles.
Yeah,
just another.
and after pumping in money. So
go on, Quest.
Yeah. No, go on. Ash was even saying.
No, I was just saying. So a couple of things. One is, by the way, I did say that I don't think our attacking style is conducive of winning a league title. I think the reason why we're going to win it, despite the conservative attacking football we play, is because City are just worse than us. City have been more inconsistent than us in the league. That's just the reality. Like people forget that just a couple of games ago they bottled a 2-goal lead against one of the worst teams in the league. Obviously, and the draw to Chelsea at home, the draw to Brighton at home. But the one thing I wanted to say about going back to the previous conversation, and I get what Quest is saying, I'll admit it myself. I think the most annoying fan base out there are Arsenal and United fans. United fans were at their pump, maybe not you, Flawless, but
no, irritating. I agree.
I think the two of them, when we are at our pump, are the most annoying fans out there, and also the most deluded. I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with that. But I do think, especially in channels like these, and I'll credit Mo to that because I think Mo has done a very good job at trying to have objective conversations. I think we don't need to go live to the banter arguments of, well, until you win something, we don't show you any respect. I had an argument with someone.
That's Flawless's argument.
Maybe you and Hussam, you included as well, obviously. No, there was an argument a week ago. I can't remember who said.
Go win. That's how you get the respect.
Yeah,
exactly. That's Flawless's argument. Flawless's argument. It's Flawless argument, bro.
No, but Flawless, I'll show you how delusional that goes, because we watch games week in, week out, and we analyze games as we go. We had an argument a week ago where someone said, I think we were talking about the best teams in the world, and I said, Arsenal are currently the best team in the world. And they were like, no, you're not. You haven't won anything. We didn't say we're going to continue being the best in the world. We might win nothing this season. But up until today, it's not crazy to say Arsenal are the best team in the world. That's my point for you. Exactly. But the other fans will be like,
why can't you give them credit then?
I do give him credit for that.
How you don't rate the best team in the world?
I do give him credit.
How you don't rate? Okay, so to this season, do you agree with? Let me ask you the question. Stop. Let me ask you the question. Stop. Quest, are you Flawless Defense League now, Quest? Why do you?
I might be. I might be clawless. I might be clawless.
There we go, man.
Flawless.
Quest out here just defending Flawless all the time. Come on, Max.
To be a real
Let's United fan. Listen, Flawless. Let me ask you. So, how you acknowledge when Ashraf said that you think Arsenal are the best team in the world today throughout this season? It's a conversation, right? You can say it's a conversation.
Yeah,
that's exactly what Ashraf is talking about. We analyze the football now. So you acknowledge in Arsenal being the best team. That is respect to what the work that has been done by this football club this season. Not last season, not the season before, not 2022. You know what I mean?
Sorry, this is funny. Yeah, but I've already said that. What did I initially say? I didn't see any of it as a disrespect. We can't just overlook that from my argument and what I stated. I don't look at it as a disrespect.
So how come Arsenal are the best team now?
The best teams in the world. Yes, but can they also go trophyless? Yes. So then, what does it matter? What does it matter going long?
So why are you assuming they're gonna go trophyless then? Okay, here we go. This is it's a great conversation. It's a great conversation.
I'm not assuming.
So flawless. If they win the Carabao Cup, will you change your opinion? Legit.
What's my opinion? Change my opinion on what?
No. 1 second. You just made a statement which is very fair. You said they're the best team in the world and they might go trophyless. Okay, a month from now they have a final. If they beat City in that final, would that change your mind?
No, because we got to win the big ones. We know what they're here for. You don't spend that much money over that period of time for a Carabao Cup or a FA Cup.
I agree with you 100%.
So let's
I agree. We all agree, but they wouldn't be.
They could currently be the best team in the. They could currently, right now, as we speak, 18th of February 2026, be the best team in the world. But come the 18th of May, that might not be the case. It might be PSG. It might be Bayern Munich. That's the point that I'm making. Yeah. So I can look. To man's point. I can address it right now and look at it and analyze football on a week by week, daily basis. Yes. But I can also have my long-standing thoughts as well in regards to Arsenal. All of this wanting respect, which I've never heard of up until this point, but fairs, it's only this season. Go win. That's how you get your respect.
So wait, question flawless. Who do you think is going to win the league, by the way, between us and City?
Actually, genuinely don't know.
I think it'll be Arsenal. I think it'll be Arsenal.
I don't rate Arsenal or City. I said it before. If Arsenal was serious, the league is done already. It's not even a conversation because you lot should be clearing out of sight. And if City was serious, they're clearing out of sight. It's like a race backwards between you two. It's like nobody wants to win it.
But if we win, but you're saying if we win the league, even if we win the league playing this inconsistent,
yeah, if you win the league, that could be your credit. I never ever downplay winning a Premier League. Never.
Yeah, you can't.
Never ever. People could talk about the competition.
Yeah, whoever wins it.
I always say that's not the team who won its fault. I despise Liverpool. They're number one up. They won the league last year. I never say, it's because everyone else was bad. Liverpool did what they were supposed to do and took advantage of poor competition. Props to them. They deserve to win the league. If Arsenal win the league, I say, hey, props to Arsenal. Big up to Arteta. I didn't think he could do it. Salute to the players. You lot did the business. Because winning the Premier League is very tough. Otherwise, everybody would do it. But is there a chance that you don't win it? Yes. Hence why there's all this conversation surrounding it with 4 points clear. Because if I'm 4 points clear and I believe in my team and believe in my manager, I'm not looking for no respect. Shove it. Fair. I want the league. Oh, this respecting from rivals and after rivals. Go win the league. I couldn't care less. My legends who I've seen win all sorts get disrespected all the time. Do I care? No. Couldn't care less. And I see it on a daily basis. I hear it on a daily basis. Regularly. Overrated, not that good. What you say?
Who's ever disrespected the United legend?
Yeah, who's ever, man? I know it's this guy called Don Hassam. You know what I'm saying? Check out his channel. Phenomenal content creator, but always disrespected. I don't care. Respect. Never been a thing.
I do think, by the way, one thing Flawless is saying is very true. I do think one of the reasons why Arsenal fans do want validation is because they haven't won nothing.
Yeah.
This is part of it, Mo. We have to be honest. To an extent. Like, the reason why the validation is almost a requirement is because your team hasn't validated itself almost.
Yes.
That's the thing.
I think there is.
I disagree. I think Arsenal fans will want validation whether we win something or not. Bro, if you think Arsenal fans want validation now, they're going to ask for it even more. If we win a quadruple, obviously I'll be ecstatic. But for you guys, it's long dead because we could go trophyless for the next 10 years. And some Arsenal fans, without naming any names, are going to talk about the quadruple. Every time you mock them, hey, you finished 15th in the season, but you have a quadruple. You have a quadruple, which is why I can understand why rivals don't want to do it. I completely get it.
Bro, I'm going to tell you, it's exactly, he's so right. Every time I watch any debate with Turkish, the only thing he says is invincible. He got nothing else to brag about, bro. This is
and to tell you how much of an unbiased Arsenal fan I am, I think the Invincible season is an amazing, incredible achievement. But I think it's one of the most overrated, overhyped teams. But not the achievement. The achievement is not overrated. I think the team is overhyped and overrated. It is. Because we make it seem like that's the greatest ever Premier League team to play when there are probably 4 other Premier League teams that were better.
I hear that actually. I think the bigger issue is not just not having trophies. It's also they haven't been to a final for 6 years. That's insane.
Well, now we
you
have.
really think about it.
Now we have.
You really think about it. Like for a team of their size to have not even got to a final in 6 years is unbelievable. So I actually would really rate highly this Carabao Cup win, because at the end of the day, if a trophy's in front of you, you got to win it. And if you win it, you have to have respect. But it is right to say that if they're not winning the big trophies, they're only going to get respect for so long before everybody turns the debate back into what always matters. And it's always trophies.
Can I ask you something? Like Flawless said something. He doesn't rate this Arsenal team. In what aspect, guys? Quest or Flawless? Do you guys rate this Arsenal team at all?
I said high. I said highly. I add that in. No.
Okay. Do you do not rate them highly? Do you?
No, I think defensively they are phenomenal. I think from a defensive structure, incredible. What they do, how they set up off the ball, they can get a clean sheet, I think, anywhere against anybody, yes. But going forward, they're dreadful. Let's be really real. They're awful. How they top of the league, arguably the best team in Europe. And if we do a Premier League team of the season or European team of the season, how many of their attackers get in or get a mention?
But you know that Arsenal scored 90 goals this season now, as it stands. You know that.
It's true they score. So I ask you again, how many of their players get a mention, Mo, in Premier League team of the season, attacking players?
I don't think any.
The funny thing is our attackers are killing it in the Champions League and the Cup. So if you had to do a Champions League attacking front three and all, our attackers get in. The problem in the Premier League, we haven't replicated that. And I think that's on the manager. I've said that many times. I think we have very, very good attackers, but we don't play the style that suits all them. I think one or two players, I think one or two players, regardless of the style, have just been crap. But I think the other attackers, unfortunately, have been negatively impacted by this conservative football we've been playing. That's the reality.
That adds in. And this guy's talking about, he scored 90, but none of the attackers get in. You know, terrible guy, you know. This guy is ridiculous, you know.
But Champions League, our attackers have been on smoke, though. Champions League, our attackers all have
by the way, the lineup is out, and Saka is playing in the 10.
In the
Just you guys know. He's playing in the 10.
Then Eze and Odegaard anyway.
Yeah, let me do these two super chats because there's a last part I want to go to. Even when we win, there will be no respect already. We have been called the worst champs in history. This is why I tell Arsenal fans, be as unbearable as possible.
Yeah, people did. By the way, the other thing is, people said the same thing about Liverpool. You Arsenal pussios said the same thing last season as well. Oh my God, this is the worst Premier League ever. This is the PGMOL league.
I don't get it.
I don't care. Number 20, bitches.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you win,
you can say they were lucky that there were no challengers. I think that's completely fair and factual. This is just like us. If we win it this season and City continue bottling it, that's fair. You cannot say they don't deserve it or they're the worst champions. That's stupid, bro. The treble-winning United team won with 75 points.
I think it was 79.
I can't remember.
Something like that.
79. Yeah, fair enough.
Like
which is like mental, bro. Leicester won it with 81. Are we saying Leicester were bad champions?
No, but they had a decent team.
Because all of this is respect.
Decent team. What did we have last season? A shit team?
I couldn't care. My team wins the league title. I couldn't care less. My team wins the league title. I don't care. Rivals can say what they want. I've won a league title. You'd all rather be me. That's the thing. If I win a league title, everyone that season would rather be me.
I hear it.
Bro, again, without naming someone, without naming the person.
Perspective. Like, I hate Man City anyway. I just can't wait for Arsenal to win the league this season so we can just bury all this conversation.
I actually think it's going to be better. I think me and Hassan spoke about this. It's better for all of us, guys. And people don't understand why it's better for. I'm going to explain to you why it's better for all of us. We literally discussed this on the Football Terrace, actually, live. If Arsenal win the league this season, it opens the door to a lot of people next season. We can actually sit here and say, listen, Arsenal won the league. If Man United get a good transfer window, they can be in a title race. Liverpool can get back into it. Chelsea, we don't know Liam Rosenior. It opens the door. I want you to think about the other side. Imagine if City, this season being that bad.
If City win the league, literally your hope is Liverpool or City. That's it.
No, you need Pep to go.
Yeah, Pep.
But that's the whole point. My
problem
with City winning the league is not City themselves. I wouldn't mind Man City winning the league this season if what Quest is saying is correct. If at the end of the season,
Yeah.
Pep leaves. Because I believe if Pep stays, you have the
We're finished.
ultimate X fucking factor in football to win the leagues. Like it doesn't matter. Like you know
You're
what?
right.
Because if I think about it, it's not me hating even on Pep. It's actually a compliment to the guy
Yeah,
and
go
to the
away.
team he's built. People take it the other way. It's literally I'm like, I'm gonna do content next season. But number one, the question that we ask on every panel, Premier League predictions, is useless now. None of us want to do Premier League prediction. It's useless.
Yes,
There's no
because
point.
everyone will
There is
say
no
either
point of
or
us
Liverpool,
doing Premier League
literally.
prediction in the beginning of the
That's it.
season, right? If he stays. Like, there is no point of us saying anything about transfer windows or something. Because regardless of what Arsenal did in the transfer window in Liverpool, City are just going to do and correct all the mistakes in January. And they're going to go on a run and win it again.
It's
You know
true,
what I
it's
mean?
true.
So people need to open their minds. That is not hated on City. I don't mind you winning the league. If Pep leaves, if Pep stays, it's long for
It's
everyone
finished.
that is
Yes.
doing content. It's long. It's very
It's
long.
true.
Did you get it now, Flawless? It opens your door to your club of winning the league. Wins it.
Whatever, man. Like I
I
hate
swear
that.
to God, you don't
I
understand.
lose either way. I don't know all this. I
No,
lose.
but
No
Mia,
matter who-
like
no,
like,
me,
you
no
know
matter
me
who
and
wins,
Hussam,
I lose, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
me
I
and
lose.
Hussam were talking about it. Like, listen to this.
Go on.
Pep winning and staying, it will give Man United and Chelsea another excuse of like, yeah, we can have another 2-year rebuild until Pep leaves
Nah,
because
my
we
own
aren't winning the league
Nah, my own is
anyway.
stupid enough to do
Which
it
is
by
smart.
themselves. They don't need any excuse. They daft
No,
enough to
it's
mess
smart.
by
I
themselves.
rate what United and City are doing. They're going, listen, there's no point trying while Pep is here.
Wow.
Just take time off. Everybody just take time off, right? Everybody just
You
take
have
time off.
indirectly
We plan.
just called them bitches.
Listen,
So
the worst one,
all
yeah?
this that you guys are saying, you're saying all this, Quest,
Yeah,
all
what?
this, yeah? And
Yeah.
just because some Arsenal fans are gonna troll you on Twitter, you're like, no, I'd still rather them win.
No.
How does
It's
that
not
make
that.
sense?
It's not just that. It's not just that. It's
No, but
there's a
question
lot of
is a Chelsea fan, so you understand. It's completely normal.
listen. The bigger thing to this as well is like I don't necessarily know what Arsenal have done, but for some reason they've also become the most unlikable team, and I get that that's feeding in
It's the
to
fans,
why
it's the
people want
fans,
City.
100%,
Yeah. But the thing is, I
And the
just
man.
think the damage was done 2 seasons ago. They should have Arsenal should have never let Pep get that fourth, because I think that fourth just done something like he's like Dr. Doom
You say
now, man.
Arsenal.
You
You
have
know,
to get rid of him.
this is what I will say, Quest. Even though I
Yeah.
did say earlier that Arsenal and United fans are the most annoying, but people also do crazy revisionism and bias. I like how people are saying Arsenal should not have let Pep win that 4th league title. You realize
your
Liverpool
fault.
were leading. You realize Liverpool were leading the league that season for majority of the season, and they
Oh,
were
yeah?
in the race until they bottled it in the end. But people
Well,
don't
look,
remember that because Arsenal is a bigger bane to their existence.
No, to be fair, yeah, I've been saying this season, yeah, that Arsenal fans need to put their guns down for the rest of the league and just point them towards Liverpool, because that's your true enemy. They have actually, yeah, been the stinkiest champions.
the true enemy.
No, they are your enemy, bro. Pep's not your enemy. That's your older brother. You can never beat up your older brother. It's just how it goes. Liverpool are the ones that have come in and tried to buy the league again. Right? They've won it and then tried to buy it the 2nd year in a row, and then they've got in flopped. If I was Arsenal fans, I would have the most smoke for Liverpool ever. I wouldn't bother pointing
what
at the
the
rest of
fuck?
the rest of the league.
Yeah, but
This is kinda-
Hussam himself has admitted their team has done the biggest bottle job this season. So it's not like Liverpool.
Oh,
I
as
think
long as
Liverpool
they
fans
know,
are
yeah.
aware. Yeah, Liverpool fans are aware that their team has had the biggest bottle job this season for sure. But
Valid. Okay, valid.
Let me do this
They'll be
because I
back.
want to
They'll
go
be
back. I want to go back to really. I'm so glad
We have
Flawless is here
standards
and
around
Quest.
here.
I just want, there is a conversation I want to have that has nothing to do with Arsenal title race or anything, right? Flawless, after Arsenal wins, lose the hoodie and put some light on the background. We need to find you in May. I respect the hate though. All love.
First and foremost, you never have to look for me. I'm always here. You know what I'm saying? I'm always active, always live. Like, trust me. I've been through Arsenal winning the league before. Ain't nothing that I've not seen before. There was no hate. You like just don't like it. That's what it is. Is the hate is just uncomfortable truths to you lot. When I say that you lot should have won a league, I get it, man. I would hate me saying it too. But look at your manager and look at your ownership and look at your club. Because if you lot would have won a league title, which you should have, like I said, for leading 93% of the time, guess what? I'm not stating the things I'm stating. The guy in the clip, I forgot his name, the City fan, he's not stating it. Others aren't. The reason Arsenal don't get this quote-unquote respect is because every time you lot get to it, you lot fumble. Every time. We've watched you lot 3 years in a row, second, and it could happen again. And you could be second in the Carabao Cup. And who knows, you might lose the FA Cup final. You might lose the Champions League final. Probably go out in the semi-finals of both, you know, since you lot love second so much. That's what that is.
Ouch.
And you'll see me without the hoodie, man. You see me with thumbnails and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I got the hoodie on. Sometimes my hair's not done. I got the skull cap. Sometimes I got a cap on. But big up, man. Appreciate it.
Big up Mo. Big up Osam. God willing, Arsenal lose every competition. Here's another Liverpool fan that wants Arsenal to lose. They're never your rivals, okay?
God
Their
willing,
opinions.
It's
Not
okay.
everyone has to be like me.
It's
There are
okay.
United
I don't
fans
mind.
that are City.
I
There
don't
are
mind.
United for Arsenal عادي. To
I
each
don't
their
I
own.
don't care. Yeah. It's
You
from
are
the-
correct completely, by the way. From a content perspective, the conversation next season, unless you're called Liverpool, it's dead for the league. We all know this.
Arsenal are dreadful in attack, but we have scored 90 goals. Make that make sense. Pure emotional, subjective bias.
Where is his 90 goals?
Uh,
Yeah, we
no.
talking Premier League rate. Who have you lot played in the Champions League? Let's put this into perspective. Are we talking FA Cup as well and League Cup? Is that what we're talking about?
They
We
played
played big
in-
teams in the
You know,
Champions
emotional
League.
and subjective bias. Your attackers
But
have
we
been
played
off.
we played big teams in the Champions League.
All right, so
That's-
where's the 90 goals? Who you lot played? Run the 8. Who's the 8?
We played Bayern, we scored 3. We
Okay.
played Atletico Madrid, we scored 4. We played Inter
Atletico
Milan.
Madrid been awful. Atletico Madrid been awful. We know this
But
season.
they still
That's
shipped
fair
4,
enough.
even though
That's
even
fair.
though they've been awful.
Atletico Madrid
Even though
have
they've
been
been
awful.
awful.
They had
I
Conor
agree,
Gallagher
even
in
though they've been
midfield, bro.
awful,
Come on,
you can say
man.
that, but they beat Madrid 5-2. They lost to
Atletico
Liverpool
Madrid,
3-2.
Atletico Madrid just lost. Did they not lose to Bodo Glint on the final day or something? Did Bodo
I don't
Glint
know.
not pack them up 3-1 or Club Rouge?
Yeah,
They
something
don't,
like
but
that.
they can sign
They
them on a
shipped
fast-
4.
They lost to
Real
Real Madrid lost to Benfica
Guys,
as well, to be fair.
Nobody has put 4. Nobody has put 4 past them this
Bodo
season
Glint
outside
put 3
Arsenal.
past them. Bodo Glint put 3 past them. That
They didn't
tells
put
you
4
where
past them though.
they'll
They didn't put 4 past them.
Who else you played? Atletico Madrid, who else?
And also,
Atletico
by the way, you know why that's
Can I
a
get
weird
the-
logic?
can I get
Because
the other teams,
Atletico Madrid
please?
might not play the same way.
Can I get the other teams, please? Where did Atletico Madrid finish in the Champions League? League
I
finish.
don't know.
man.
I have no idea.
Where did they finish? I swear they was low, right?
How does that matter though? How does that matter? They
Of course
just beat
it matters,
Barcelona
because
4-0.
I'll explain
They
why
just
it
beat
matters.
Barcelona 4-0.
Okay, I'll explain why it matters, because we're talking with the premise started talking about the quality of opposition you're facing. Atletico Madrid are not good this season. This is why when I'm talking about this 90 goal, Atletico Madrid are not
This
a good
is-
outfit.
okay,
Bayern Munich,
this is
I hear
where-
you. If this is where what Atletico Madrid
This is
been
where
good this season,
agendas
yes
come.
or no?
Because
Wait,
every
wait,
time
wait, wait.
Arsenal
Hold on,
slap
hold on.
a team,
Have
it's like, yeah, but
Atletico
just look at that team.
wait. Have Atletico Madrid been a good side this season? Yes or no?
They have not been a side that's conceded
Have they
4
been
goals.
good? Why can't I get a simple answer to a simple question?
Okay,
Are
wait,
they a
I'll
good
answer.
side
Yeah,
this
you know what? They've not been good. How is that relevant to
Okay,
stripping 4
okay,
goals?
thank you. There we go. Thank you. We
No,
got
but
there
okay,
in the
so
end.
you have answered
Use
my
the other
question.
team.
Fine.
Use the other
I've
team.
answered your
Can I
question.
get over
Now
team,
answer
please?
my
Can I
question.
get over
If
team?
they
Go on,
have
I'll
been, if Atletico Madrid have not been as good as they have, fair enough. Have they been bad enough to concede 4 goals?
Yes. Because they
No.
conceded 4 to you.
Name the other team
Yeah,
that hit
They
4 past them.
conceded 4 to you. They conceded 4 to you. So therefore,
Because
they've been bad enough.
Arsenal. Because
All right,
Arsenal did it.
cool.
Not because
All
other
right, name
teams.
the rest. Okay, cool. Name the rest of the teams you played in the champs. Use the rest.
Inter Milan,
Okay.
who were 4th or
Inter
3rd in
Milan
the
are
league.
good sides. Stop being on the defensive. They're a good outfit.
And
Carry on.
Bayern Munich. I said Bayern Munich
Yes,
earlier.
in Bayern Munich. Who's the rest?
That's it. The other teams were Club Brugge, Slavia Prague, Athletic Bilbao.
Nah, don't skip by. No.
And-
Because you wanted to slow down when you were saying Inter Milan and Bayern Munich. Say it slowly like you just said it. Name the teams. Who are the teams you face? Don't try
I
and
said
skip by it.
Slavia Prague, Club Brugge,
Awful outfit. Awful outfit.
and we still beat them 3-0. Club
Okay,
Brugge
you
3-0 as well.
Cool. But they're not good sides. So no wonder you're scoring goals against them. Who's not scoring
Flawless.
goals against these sides?
Flawless.
Wait.
But you know-
Who has it? Wait. How many goals have these sides conceded in the Champions League? I bet it's a lot. Acting like you're playing good sides. What are we talking about here? This is why you've scored so many goals.
Maybe, but the point is, if we have
No. There's
we
no
have-
maybe. Slavia
no,
Prague.
it is, you know why?
Slavia
If we
Prague,
go play a
man.
team like
Come
Slavia
on,
Prague, right, and
man.
people
Come
say
on,
you need
man.
to snap that team, well, guess what? We did.
Man.
So when we do the expected, You shouldn't take that away from us and say, well, it's Slavia Prague. I gave you good teams you didn't want to accept.
Supposed to score
I
3
gave
or
you
4
mid-table teams
against
you didn't want to accept.
No,
To be fair to Ash,
I'm being very fair. You should.
To be
you
fair,
should
though-
I don't think you are. I think you're
course not.
trying
To be fair,
I think you're
Arsenal do
trying to
deserve-
add context when it suits your argument, but
I've
you're
been
missing
adding
out the
context the entire time. I've added context.
so
I
last
give you
season
credit
when
for
we
Inter
slapped
Milan.
City-
Wait. Don't. I always add context, so don't say that because I gave you credit for Inter Milan. I gave
So
you
why
credit.
did you add it for
Bayern Munich.
Atletico?
I
Why
gave
did
you
you add it
credit.
for Atletico?
What do you mean I added for Atletico? Atletico are not a good side, and you tried to argue me down that they are.
Okay, so
And
if they're not a good side,
They're not a good side. No.
why has no other team beat them by 4 goals this season?
Because no other
How come
side
we're
been
the
at
only
the
one-
level of you at, but they conceded 3 to Bodo Glint. That tells you all you
But
need to know. It don't work like that. It don't work
Liverpool-
like
Hold
that.
on, how is Atletico a bad
Liverpool-
side if they have the the second best defense in La Liga and the only had 15
Atletico
goals on the...
wait. Atletico Bilbao.
Let me...
Okay, I'll answer the question. Atletico Bilbao last season when we played them had the 3rd best defense in La Liga, and we packed them up and we finished 15th and were awful. The worst ever United side we've seen. Now what?
So Atletico... So what's...
Now
So
what?
how can we prove... So how can we prove that Atletico Madrid are good or bad?
Who do you mean? How can we prove? Watch them. That's how you can prove it. Watch them.
They are solid defensively.
Watch them.
They
Okay,
shut
cool.
up.
That's why they got
They
packed
shut
up.
up.
They've
They
only
shut
got
up.
+2 goals.
Solid
Okay, hold on.
defensively.
They
Alright,
shut
man.
up Barcelona though. They shut up
Solid
Barcelona the other day.
Exactly.
They shut up Barcelona.
Yeah, but that's the funny thing. Barcelona, that
You can have
everyone
one of-
says is okay, fine. Forget Barcelona. They slapped Madrid 5-2. So how come Madrid and Barcelona, that everyone says has much better attackers than Arsenal, how come they couldn't score more than 2 goals past them? And Arsenal slapped
You
them.
said they
4-0.
won 5-2.
Atletico won 5-2.
Yeah, because you can have off days. That's why. Your attack ain't better than Madrid's because you wouldn't swap your. Let's stop doing semantics. You would swap
Okay,
your attack.
can you have an off season?
In a heartbeat.
Can you have an off
Wait.
season?
Let's not do semantics. You would swap your attacks for those 2 in a heartbeat. So what we talking about? Yes or no?
And that's why I'm saying Arsenal should get credit for slapping teams 4-0, like Atletico Madrid.
Not good
That's fair,
sides.
that's
Yes,
fair,
bad
that's fair.
sides. No. Good
Guys, we have
sides,
the
no.
best attack in the Champions League. In a league that has Bayern, PSG, Barca, Madrid, all teams that are better than us in attacking.
Because you packed up awful sides for the most part. That's why.
But we
That's why
didn't
you
pack up awful sides. Every
You
team we
packed
played
up awful
against,
sides.
flawless. That argument would stand. That argument would stand if we packed up Slavia Prague and Club Brugge and Kairat Almaty and Bilbao, and we did bad or we narrowly beat the other teams. We slapped up every team. Doesn't matter. Good, small, big, strong, best in the world, second best
What was
in the
the
world.
score
We
against Inter
packed
Milan? What was the score against Inter?
3-1 at their ground. 3-1 at their ground. And
That's
we could have
impressive.
scored others as well.
That's impressive.
We
That's
packed
impressive.
up every team that played
That's
against us in the
impressive.
Champions League. And not only
That's
did we pack them and had 2-3 other chances to score more goals.
Yeah, that
Which
is
is why I'm
impressive.
saying
100%.
exactly. So my only point was Premier League. I 100% agree with you. Even though we have the second best attack, it's been an awful attacking season for all Premier League teams. We haven't been that good. I agree. But Champions League, we've been a different outfit because Champions League, we've not only scored goals.
Yeah,
You know,
get
Premier
more
League
space,
people. Exactly. And you know how Premier League people
get more
say 58% of your goals came from your attackers, your defenders are scoring 42, and your midfielders. In the Champions League, our attackers are actually packing goals. Martinelli's got like 6-7. Trossard has got 3 or 4. Gyökeres has like 5 or 6 goals. Saka has 3 or 4. I got the 6-7 thing. Fair enough, Sam. All our attackers are actually banging, which is why I'm saying in the Champions League, that's not an issue. Yeah, I knew the moment I
Okay, so
wallahi,
it's
the
not an
moment
issue
I
as of now.
6-7,
I think
knew
it
was
won't
gonna
be an issue going forward though. Like in the last stages, I don't think you go and pack up these teams like that.
No, no team can pack up except for Inter Milan and PSG in the finals. No offense, Mo. No big team can pack up another team in the Champions League knockout stages. It doesn't work that way, man.
No,
When
it
you
don't
play a
work.
big-
But I think other teams have a better opportunity than you. But I hear your overall point in regards to the group stage. But back to the
I don't
original
know.
point. Back to the original point I was making. No, I don't rate your attack. Like I said, the most of those teams, granted, I give you credit for Bayern Munich. I give you credit for Inter Milan. I'm not giving you credit for scoring.
I don't rate
3 and
Arsenal's
4.
attackers.
I'm not giving.
Okay,
you
so
3
that
and 4
means-
against
that means-
Slavia Prague.
So
I'm not,
flawless.
bro.
That means you think
credit.
Arteta is so flawless. That means you think Arteta is like a genius then, because if our attackers are not good, how is he getting them to perform like that in the
I
Champions
just
League?
think you get more space. I think you get more space, and I do think you have your attack's bad overall. Do you have individuals who can do something on certain days? Yes, like a Saka. Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
Like
but are we getting
Like
more
all the guys.
space than a PSG, than a Barcelona,
No,
than a
you're
Bayern,
attacking
than a
better than
Madrid?
PSG's. You're attacking
What?
better than PSG's. They're attacking better than PSG. What are we talking about?
We don't have better attackers than PSG. What?
I know.
How?
That's my point. You're attacking. No, that's the point I'm making. Your attack is not better than PSG.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
So I'm saying.
More goals than them
خلاص يا عم سيبهم يتكلموا بقى.
Yeah. So my point.
That's why the argument. That's why that statement don't make sense. All right, you scored more goals than PSG. Cool. Is your attack better than PSG's? No, it's not.
Flawless. This is what I'm trying to understand. Because I'll tell you where you and I disagree.
Go on.
I think we have fantastic attackers. I think the manager, especially in the Premier League, doesn't get the best out of them with his style. Your argument is your attackers are not that good because you don't rate them, you said.
Yeah.
You cannot say that and also say Arteta's not doing an incredible job then. So which one is it?
Arteta's not doing
I think he's doing a really good job, to be honest.
I don't think he's doing an incredible job, no.
You don't realize the oxymoron in your conversation. You're saying that
where you're coming from, but no, I don't think he's doing an incredible job in the Champions League.
I
think he's the one. I don't think you're doing an incredible job.
If we don't have good attackers,
because you beat most of the teams you're supposed to beat, you did very well in those 3 games. Yes.
Yeah.
You did very.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
To answer your question, he did exceptional in those 3 games. Yes. Does that help? In those 3 games, he did exceptional. The other team, I should have been managing that team when you do that. Yes. Does that answer it?
No, that's not how it works.
You did exceptional in the 3 games, yes, to answer your question. I think
exactly. So that was my point. Yeah, fair enough. If you said that, then fair.
To answer the question, I think against Inter Milan, I think against Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Bayern Munich, he did exceptional jobs in those 3, yes. The other 5, I should have been able to manage that, and you still score that amount of goals. So overall, has he done an incredible job? No. To answer your question.
We're top MU fan is more annoying than an Arsenal fan. I don't know.
Look,
I think he has. Because the thing is, people
validation and respect and all these things.
It's not validation, flawless. It's not validation. It's calling things as they are. It's calling things as they are.
Say again.
He is in the it's calling things as they are in the Champions League. By the way, I wanted Arteta out this summer, so you know I'm not an Arteta defendant. But and I'm even saying like, but my only point is when someone does well, he deserves that credit. To say that the other teams are expected to back them. I know, but you realize as someone. And people will use this against me all the time, like, oh, you've never won a Champions League, so you don't know what it takes. Okay, but you won a Champions League, right? Multiple times. Yeah. So you know. It's not like, oh, I should be slapping Slavia Prague. I should be slapping Club Brugge. By the way, Barcelona should be slapping.
No, you should be, yes.
But it doesn't work that way. Madrid, when they won the Champions League, lost to Sheriff. Barcelona this season drew 3-3 to the same team we slapped.
Okay, so Real Madrid lost to Sheriff and then beat up everybody after that. They won all their games and did everything they had to do.
I agree.
Oh yes.
My point of saying this is to tell you. My point of this to tell you is. Just because before the season starts, you look at the fixtures and you say they should win, win. It doesn't mean that if they actually go and do it convincingly, it's not an incredible job. It is. Because if Arsenal,
no, that's you. I don't think that's incredible. No, I don't think Arsenal beating up Slavia Prague and all them Club Brugge is an incredible job. Beating Bayern Munich and Inter Milan, beating Bayern Munich and Inter Milan, that's impressive. Yes. That's super impressive. To go and do that to those sides, that's very impressive. Club Brugge, no. I'm sorry, no. I'm not giving you no credit for that, no.
So I'm confused. If you think we've done, if you think about the next statement, if you think we've done so well against those teams, why do you think we're not gonna we won't be able to do it in the knockout stages?
You could do it. Have I said that you can't? I haven't given my prediction.
No, because I think earlier, maybe I misheard you, but I think earlier you said it'll be different when we play those teams later in the knockout stages, or we won't be able. Maybe you
said like we spoke on. Yeah, I don't expect teams to be so open in the last stages. No, I think there's more on it, and I think there's more pressure as well. You know the difference between group stage and come on, you know
knockout.
The difference between knockout. As you referenced,
how would he know? How would he know?
Because he's been in the knockout stages before. That's why.
Okay. I don't need to see my team. I can analyze a Champions League winning team better than 99. By the way, I can analyze a Champions League winning team better than 99% of Madrid fans who've seen their teams win Champions League every season. Just because you see your team win the Champions League doesn't mean you actually know what it takes.
Don't get triggered.
It's not Momo. Wallahi, I know you were bantering. I'm answering it to others because you know how people use this in the debate, right? You've never seen your team do it. How do you know what it takes to do it? Huh? Bro, my knowledge in football is 90 times better than 10 times better than most people I chat with. Obviously, everyone here in the panel is clearly elite at it, but there's so
Apart
many
from
others you chat
Flawless.
with.
Yeah, I'm alright.
No, everyone in the panel
I
is
knew
elite.
you would
obviously.
say that, wallahi.
No, everyone in the panel is elite. But I'm
Ashraf,
saying there are people.
I'll be honest with you. Ashraf has done quite well against Flawless today. No one knows the Flawless like gegenpress as well as I do. It's
Even though
different.
Gegenpress, he knows ball, so we just
You
have
have
a
to be able
conversation
to
about
like
it.
match Flawless's knowledge on these things. But here's the thing, Flawless. If you can I understand where Ashraf's coming from, because you can expect Arsenal to win a game of football. Like today, we all expect Arsenal to beat Wolves. We can all agree.
Yes.
If Arsenal go out there today and slap them 7-0, it's still like impressive because
No,
it's
7-0.
Yeah.
7-0 yes.
No,
3
some of these
3-0
clubs,
is
they
impressive.
look like
Let's
4,
corner,
5,
corner.
6.
Let's
you know?
corner.
Massive.
No,
3-0
Club
is not
Brugge, no, I'm sorry.
Okay,
no,
Atletico
no,
Madrid
no,
4-0.
no.
That's a big ass win. 4-0
No, 4-0.
against
He accepted. He accepted. He
Against
accepted Atletico
Atletico.
Madrid in the
Even
end.
though you
I
don't
think
rate them that highly, 4-0
no,
is still a big deal.
I accepted Bayern
He accepted
Munich,
it in
Inter Milan,
Yeah.
and who was the other one?
Atletico Madrid.
Bayern,
someone
Bayern.
That was it. Bayern
Yeah,
Munich,
yeah,
Inter
Bayern.
Milan. That's why I said when man asked me, are they impressed? Yes, they're very impressive wins. To go into Milan, to go away to Inter and win, yes. To do that to that Bayern Munich side in good form, yes. I'm sorry, Club Brugge, no. I'm sorry, beating the Belgian champions.
Fair
for
enough.
Arsenal
I
is not a
am.
big deal.
I know that there
I'll
is.
just say Barcelona drew to them 3-3. By the way, this season.
And yeah,
So,
I
hey.
watched that game, and you know who we criticized heavily for that? Barcelona. You know who's under pressure, and half that Barcelona fans want out? Hansi Flick. You know why? Because he's drawing away at Club Brugge.
Fair enough.
I don't think that's why.
Last
but
super.
yeah.
4-0 Atletico, 3-1 Bayern, second favorite, 3-1 Inter, last season finals. You just chat shit. Your opinion is full by hatred
No,
for
but
Arsenal.
Nah, I'm gonna defend him. He did say those results are impressive. So you can't use those examples. I'm talking about the other games.
Or managers, man, talking about being fueled by hatred. Yo, get out the emotions and actually pay attention to what I'm saying. Because the Atletico one, I'll draw back 4-0. All right, cool, fairs. I already said Bayern and Inter super impressive. It's the Club Bruges and Slavia Pragues and teams like this. No, Arsenal should be packing them up. Routine.
Fair enough.
False.
Fair enough.
They
Bayern
I'm sure
are
there
second.
is.
Bayern are second favorite. Who's the favorite then?
PSG, I would guess at the start.
PSG still, right?
Probably.
PSG are
it depends
awful
if you're
this
talking the start
season.
or now.
Yeah, but they were awful
Arsenal are
last year.
favourites
They were
for
awful
me.
last year. No?
No. They're awful even in the league. Last season in the league, they were not awful. They were running away with it. Bro, they were destroying everyone in the league. This season, even in the
Champions
league,
League,
they're
man.
struggling, bro. By the way,
I'll be honest,
PSG, I can tell you this
watched,
PSG will 100%
I
win the
watched
Champions
Desiree
League.
do it, and I think this guy. Listen, I don't like to overhype because like this is the internet, but I think if Desiree Doué like becomes more and more productive and has a lot of elite moments, he has the potential of being the best footballer in the whole planet. I'll be honest.
Wow.
I think if Desiree Doué consistently like has production and has like big moments and elite moments over the next 5 years, he could be number one in the planet.
But then he would be just a
I
lower
hear
level,
that.
lower level Yamal though. Yamal is already that.
But
and
that's what I'm saying. Like he would, in order.
Ashraf
he could,
Yamal is Messi.
yeah,
at
him
this
v
age.
Yamal. Basically.
Whoa.
Yeah, maybe.
Whoa.
I don't know. We'll see.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you guys
I
something.
think it's
Messi,
more akin to Neymar.
okay, guys,
Yeah,
Messi
I
at
agree.
Yamal's age was not as good as Yamal when he came in at 16. We actually just
Oh,
But-
Messi wasn't.
no,
sleeping.
wait. But you know why your argument false though? Because that was
Yeah.
exact
This is
same
bad.
stuff was said about Mbappe. The reality
Yeah,
is
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a lot of talents that start better than Messi, but
Yeah,
none
yeah.
of them can get to Messi's peak later.
100%. I
Messi
don't disagree
is
with that. That's the future. I don't disagree with this. And I'm not saying here that Yamal is gonna go and have Messi's career. Yamal already this season, I watched
Good,
him.
but
He's
yeah.
struggling. He's struggling a little bit. I watched a couple of games for Barcelona this season actually just to enjoy. the
why did
downfall.
someone say Ahmad is 17 and better?
I think he's being
It's a
By the
sarcastic.
joke.
way,
It's a joke.
I know he's being
It's a joke.
sarcastic, but that guy is one of the most
It's a joke.
overrated players, bro. I like him, but
Remember, he's better than Saka. He's better than Saka.
yeah, he's better. Than
Since all the Prem teams are struggling to score goals and create, has anyone considered that the level of defending across the league has massively improved? I mean, I said
it
it.
has.
To win games now in the
Elites
Premier
are
League.
the elites. Erling Haaland still has 20 plus Premier League goals.
Yeah.
Also, what you want to know what Loki debunks this? Igor Thiago having 17 goals.
I was about to say the same thing.
Igor Thiago having 17 goals means
Bro,
that.
like,
Bro, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna just say this. Washed up Salah has more GA than some of these players. Like that for me shows you that the elite will always be elite, Habibi. So listen, I think if you're an elite performing forward, you're gonna be elite regardless. Like if I bring prime Mo into the season or prime, Van Persie into the season or prime Aguero into the season, they will still have elite numbers regardless.
Yeah, but the game is hard in the Premier League. Is harder now to score goals and actually win games, especially for top teams like United, like Chelsea, like Arsenal, like City, because the smaller teams are fucking very well structured.
Yeah,
I agree with Flawless on Atletico Madrid. That's an Arsenal fan. Only their attack that is quality. Their defense is not the same quality as previous.
I'll give you an example using a different league. If Liverpool face Juventus, I expect Liverpool to beat Juventus. So beating Juventus 1-0 is not impressive. But if we beat Juve 4-0,
yeah, that's why I walked that back with the Atletico. I was like, I conceded. That's why I could throw them in there. I can concede. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that's why I said Atletico first. I said Inter the same, Bayern Munich same. Yes, very impressive those ones. I'm sorry.
Is there time to discuss the last topic, or there is none? Just be honest. It's fine. By the way, we can end the show. It's up to Quest because it's related to Chelsea and Man United because of Kobe Mainoo and Casemiro and Cole Palmer and Bruno Fernandes about the midfield.
What's the conversation?
Midfield.
There is a conversation. There is a. You want to ask question or I ask question?
No, you go.
So with this season, with Kobe Mainoo coming back to the fold and actually playing the way he is, people know that I think that Kobe Mainoo is generational talent, English generational talent. That's what I think, really? Right? Yeah, I've said that when I said the first time I watched him was with Cass, right? It was the summer when Ten Hag brought him to the picture. He was 18 or something, and he played against Arsenal in America. And I'm like, this kid is so fucking good.
Top player.
Yeah. He was like, "What? How is this 18 years old playing with that much confidence against this Arsenal team?" And then I watched him later, and I'm like, "This kid is so good that I believe if it wasn't at Man United with that freaking environment, you know what I'm talking about, this kid would have been one of the best stable midfielders now in his position at the age of 20. But because he plays for Man United, it's just shame." Which is a maybe, Ashraf. That's my opinion on it from the talent.
Yeah, maybe.
But the question is, this season, with how Man United are doing now with Bruno Fernandes, is because I said a statement at the beginning. I said that Caicedo, Enzo, and Palmer is the most balanced midfield on paper from the beginning of the season. But since then, Chelsea has had okay games and not okay games. Enzo Fernandes up and down. Caicedo, since the red card of Arsenal, has been up and down, to be honest. Is Man United midfield better than the Chelsea midfield now? Would you choose today this Man United midfield over the Chelsea midfield today? Some people called me crazy. I said that the other day on a solo show. Some people called me, "You're crazy." And I'm like, I don't think it's that crazy, to be honest with you. I don't think.
Would I choose the Chelsea midfield over the Manchester United midfield?
Today, yeah.
As much as I don't rate Enzo, I rate the other two highly, even though I don't know what's going on with Palmer in his form. But I think Palmer's cold.
Yeah, but that's today. But I know that Palmer is cold, but based on the form now.
Yeah, if we're saying Bruno,
Bruno, this season, we choose Bruno or Palmer?
True saying. With Bruno, I'm about to say this. He's been playing central midfield, so because that absolute footballing terrorist had him playing in the pivot. So I can't even say
that. By the way, even then, he was one of the highest chances creators in the league, which shows his quality.
All right. Now, what shows his quality is the 4 games he's played prior under Carrick. That shows his quality, not that. Yeah, not that with that and what was going on. But that wasn't
this season. Would you choose the Man United one? Quest, what do you think?
If they're all fit, I'm taking Chelsea. This season, I'm still taking Chelsea because I think it's more balanced. I don't think Kobe Mainoo is good defensively, but you're right. I think he's a generational talent. But I look at a midfield of
Enzo Fernandes is non-existent defensively, like non-existent.
I couldn't say he's non-existent, but I mean, I would definitely say he's still better than Kobe defensively. But
Mainoo's better defensively than people make out.
But that's
who's better than Mainoo defensively? Who's better? Enzo Fernandes.
No, I'm saying no. Hear what I'm saying? I said Mano's better defensively than people make out. Is what I'm saying.
Yes, I agree 100%. I agree with the statement.
People make out like he's
Enzo over.
Sorry, go on, Quest. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say I'd still have to take Enzo over Mano this season, just because Mano's only really played in the last 4 games. So Chelsea, Enzo has been.
So this season, then Casemiro over Caicedo, then, and Bruno over Palmer. If you're taking it this season, you said this season. You're saying this season.
This is why he answered.
He said this season, not me. Not me.
Yeah, this season Caicedo has been better than Casemiro.
Still better. Caicedo's still been better than Casemiro, bro.
I think Caicedo costs him a lot.
People will call Caicedo the best team in the world.
Caicedo, I like Caicedo.
Caicedo is slowly becoming the most overrated player in the Premier League.
Yeah, now we're just throwing out stuff for the sake of the show.
No. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. This is one of the players in the Premier League. Okay. Flawless will get what I'm saying. Forget me. Forget everyone here, because Arsenal agenda and Mo loves Caicedo. I'm talking to Flawless.
Go.
This guy specifically, is becoming slowly one of the players where we consistently ignore his mistakes. This is mad to me. Like, by the way, this has happened multiple times for Chelsea. Gets sent off versus Arsenal, against Leeds, causes penalty when they're 2-0 up. In so many moments, Caicedo has not turned up for Chelsea, or got dominated, or got sent off, or made a foul that cost his team the game. Why do we ignore all this shit, bro?
Because it happens. These are football things.
Oh, right? Really? It happens. I want you to talk about Saka.
Yes, so Sam.
If Saka misses a chance against PSG, it happens. It happens.
Let me tell you when it happens. One of my favorite legends, I've already spoken about him today. All right, Didier Drogba, in a Champions League final and semi-final, by the way, gave away an unnecessary penalty. It happens. Drogba in the Champions League final fouled Ribery to give Robben the chance to score. And in the semi-final fouled Fabregas to give away a penalty as well. Right. So my point being, these things happen. I'm not going to take away from what Caicedo does because he has rash moments as a 24, 25-year-old. It happens. And as a midfielder, they all have rash moments. This is football.
Does Caicedo start for PSG?
I would like to think he would, yeah. I don't know why he wouldn't.
Proof that he's overrated.
But why is that proof he's overrated? This is
because
like the same
despite
thing.
all those mistakes, you still think he starts for the best midfield in the planet.
Yeah, but everybody says Nuno Mendes, the best left back in the world. He's not. He gets spun regularly. He just got spun against Monaco like 3 times, and they were just unfortunate not to score 3 times. They only scored twice. Balogun, who
I'll take Luke Shaw.
Yeah, but Cucurella also gets spun sometimes, no?
But we're only talking about Caicedo. So what are we doing here? You either stick to the argument, or we make 5 more.
Anyway, but I do agree with Quest. I do agree with Quest.
I've never met him before. I like this guy.
No, hold on. Because this is when I get frustrated.
FDL.
All of this, Arsenal, we deserve praise. We deserve praise for being good. Blah 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 blah. Cool. When it comes to Chelsea might be one of the most disrespected teams of all time in every situation and season.
No matter who
you lost me there. You lost me there.
Whoever we are,
you're not willing to be disrespected.
Let me finish. And that's exactly what I mean.
It's the truth. You have to have a certain level of good to be disrespected, Quest.
So we didn't beat PSG. We didn't beat PSG. How many more teams have conceded less than us this season? You wanna talk about Caicedo? Run your mouth with stats, Sam.
You know who beat PSG?
No, Sam.
You know who beat PSG? Rennes beat PSG. Habibi.
Listen, how many more teams this season have conceded less than us?
Aston Villa, Manchester City, Arsenal, Everton conceded the same amount of goals.
I said less.
Sunderland, Fulham, Sunderland conceded the same amount.
Less.
So you have conceded as many goals as Sunderland and Everton, but I'm supposed to we've disrespected Chelsea.
Because the point I'm making is you're trying to say...
I went to the table, guys.
Nah, the only ones that have conceded. The only teams that have conceded less than him, they're joint third for best defense in the league.
Yeah, but the joint third. Okay, hold on. But the joint third has Everton and Sunderland with them.
See, and this is why I talk about this.
Tarkovsky and Branthwaite are
disrespect. This is disrespect because all season everyone's been saying Chelsea squad is rubbish. So fine. let's say I agree with you. If we're that bad, especially defensively, where you lot have just disrespected Cucurella, you said he's rubbish. We know nobody rates Chalobah.
Nobody said
No.
that.
I'm gonna finish now. Yeah.
That's small.
You don't
Chalobah.
rate Sanchez. You don't rate Chalobah. You don't rate Tosin. You don't rate anybody else.
No, I do.
All
I
these teams
do.
in the
I
back
do.
line. No,
I
you
do. I
don't.
do.
You
No, you don't, man.
And for the
This
fact
guy
that we
lies.
No,
are
Allah, I do. I
third
rate
place.
Sanchez. You don't understand. That's flawless. You haven't done content with him for a while.
All right,
I
this
rate
is
Sanchez.
top level guy.
I think Cucurella is a very good defender. And I think actually Caicedo is a great DM. However, I would take Zubamendi over Caicedo this season for not because of ability. I rate consistency. I actually someone who likes a 7 out of 10 better than someone who will give you a 10 out of 10, 2 games, and then will drop to a 5 for like 5 games. Because I know what I'm getting. Caicedo would have the great games, right? And then for a couple of games, he would be like, shit. It would be bad.
That's
He'd make
the thing.
mistakes.
You
Of
see,
course, it's
Mo
still-
is not strong and strong. He changed his
What are we
opinion.
doing?
For the people who don't know, Mo defended Caicedo all season. MHF was Hussam versus Mo and Caicedo all year
Yeah,
long.
because I know how
This
much
guy
you
is
dislike
so-
Caicedo.
He's so
Hussam
pro
Caicedo.
Caicedo.
I like Caicedo a lot. You don't
He's
understand
I'm
that.
a big fan of Caicedo.
Caicedo.
1 second. He's taken a step back now and went like, okay, Caicedo's had 1 too many bad games. I have to acknowledge this.
No,
That's
that's
the
fair.
truth.
But
It's
what
the
you're
same as
talking about-
Saka. It's the same as how much you like Saka, but you have to admit that he hasn't. Like, you cannot be
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
1,600
We're
minutes
talking-
and having that like
Yeah, facts,
you.
'cause we're
It doesn't
talking
matter how
form.
much you like the guy.
No, that's-
you gotta admit it.
Caicedo's so bad, right? Going forward.
Nobody
and
said
going
that. You're
back.
taking it to the
No, no,
next
no, no,
level.
yeah,
So no
yeah,
one
but what
said
I-
that.
Don't exaggerate.
I'm saying
That's
it.
the defensive word. That's the defensive
saying
part of you, Quest.
Yeah, because I'm
no one
sick of
said
this.
that.
I'm sick of
أول
this.
ما خلاص هذا
talking about a player.
خلاص يا حبيبي انا عايز اقرا دول وامشي.
Right? Yes, we're talking about a player who is in a team that has the 3rd best attack in the league and the joint 3rd best defense in the league. And you lot are saying Casemiro over Caicedo. Just
Nah, this season,
away.
Yeah,
I
I do think that's
go away.
crazy. I do think
That's
that's
what,
go
I was,
away.
that's what I was gonna
Just
say.
go away. It's
Form wise, it's
diabolical.
been Caicedo because even though I think his form has dipped recently, he's been better for longer. And that's not
What are we doing
like,
here?
that's not a shot at Casemiro because again, the footballing terrorists we had in charge, everybody was dying over here. So like that's why, But Caicedo.
Let me
yeah.
read
Let
this
me ask you
because
this,
now-
Mo, really quick.
I want. It has been 2 hours.
Are we not talking about Gravenberch?
He has been awful and shit all
You
the.
want to know the difference between me and you? I say
the
Gravenberch has
difference?
been shit all season. Go on.
What about McAllister?
McAllister's
been shit
been
all
bad this
season.
And what about the rest of your midfield?
Apart from
Who
Sabota, he
the
has
fuck do
been
you think
criticized.
I rated
Dog.
this team this
Dog.
season?
Dog, no, but I want to hear you say it with chest. My team is dog. That's what I
The
want to hear
only
you say.
player that has Liverpool's best player this season, Liverpool's best player this season has been Dominic Szoboszlai. The second best player at Liverpool has been Hugo Ekitike. Most of
Quest?
the players have either underperformed or been crap.
Quest
Done.
expected Osam to like
See
defend
the
his
difference between
team
me
and
and you?
stuff.
No,
I don't sugarcoat my team's performances.
I'm
Yeah, I
not
say
sugarcoating my team, but to say that
You are
to say that-
refusing to
no, you're
acknowledge
saying
Caicedo's
Caicedo is one of the most
errors. You're
overrated
refusing
players
to
ever.
acknowledge it because it
That
hurts
is
you.
crazy. How can you say he's one of the most overrated players? We have Timo Squirts at Liverpool, cost £100 million,
Tell him Quest.
and he's not scored more than
Florian-
6 goals.
Florian Wirtz
I'm super
Florian
triggered.
Wirtz is having
I'm
a
more
better
than triggered.
season.
This
2
is crazy.
hours.
Florian Wirtz right now,
Diabolical.
the
Good
only
stream.
10 in the league that's been better than Wirtz this season is probably Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, stop it, man. Where's the
Bruno ain't
TA?
even playing the 10. The reason why I can't even say that. And that's
100
not
mil.
me,
And
that's- Bruno's
Other
not
than
playing
that,
the 10.
who? Wirtz has
most
been
part.
better than
I can't even
Odegaard,
think.
better than
Wait.
Eze.
Stop. That's BS. Hussam, you know I was with you, and then you had to say that. Crap.
Ashraf, you see why I say you lot need to pick
Foden
up
has
the-
been better than Wirtz this season. Foden
Foden is not a
has been
10.
better than Wirtz.
Stop it.
Where does he play for City? Where
Foden
does he play
and
for City?
Sharky both have been better than Wirtz, but they're both not 10s.
So where do they play for City?
They
Where does
play on the
Foden play
wing
for
a
City?
lot.
So who are the
And then
10s then?
you
To
have
barely
Foden.
anyone
Sharky
plays
does.
Who are the 10s? Who are
Sharky
the
does
10s
not
then?
Foden.
He's gonna
Don't do
say
that.
there's only 2 10s in the league. He's only.
You were the 10s? You were the 10s in the league?
Sam, speak,
Bro,
man.
I'm sorry, you
Fucking
lost that,
stream,
bro.
you have to
I'm
go, yeah.
genuinely asking the question.
Aki, where the 10s, bro?
I don't know if
Guys,
I went through,
guys,
okay,
at
if
the-
I went through the league, there will probably be like, I would
Yeah,
say
has he
maybe
been,
8
like-
number
Bro,
10s,
I would
8
argue
of them.
Eze, who's been underwhelming, has been better than Wirtz throughout the season.
Juicy
And that's
You
Hold
lost
on.
me here.
I say
You
Juicy
lost
Hold.
me here.
Even
but-
more
I mean,
Foden
he has,
You
wait,
lost me
he has
here.
more.
I love
He has
Eze.
more GA than him. He has more GA
Izzy's
than
one
him.
of my Izzy's one of my favorite players since he was at Crystal Palace. But okay, let me do these guys so we can get out of here.
I love
Would you
Wirtz, I'm
trade?
being honest.
Would you trade the Inter midfield to United's Mo? Apart from Zelensky, yes, I would. Yes, please. So to answer you, I would take Kobe Mainoo and Bruno Fernandes in a heartbeat to play along with Zelensky. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Bruno, I think the 56 million release clause, man. Come take him in the summer. All yours, man.
Who? Mainoo?
Bruno? No, Bruno. I think he's got.
Hey, the
56
problem
million
with
release-
Bruno is he's too old.
Yo, Inter
Like-
Milan? What's your average age?
We can't pay him the wages.
Don't. I will pay off the wages, man, and then
Like
you
we're
got-
only gonna. I think I will take Bruno if it's free, like the others. 100%.
It's 56 million. That's
Free,
nothing.
free. I will take Bruno with a heartbeat.
Is their whole summer budget.
Bro, it's my whole summer budget. It's probably.
What do you
this
think
is-
this
If I'm
is?
broke like you know what? You know what? I'm not familiar with Inter Milan. Fair enough.
Yes, I love Hussam. I love Hussam, but it's Caicedo. He's overrated. But when it's Salah, he nitpicks all Salah good moments in games to gaslight us. He's only been
By the way,
scapegoated.
the fact that you use Salah shows me that you've been destroyed in this argument, because the fan base has scapegoated more. Because we would go away to Bournemouth, concede 3 goals of which all are Van Dijk's fault, and then the fan base after would tell me talk about Salah. So yes, I would. I do think he's been scapegoated by a lot of people. This is true.
Yeah. Don't respect Arsenal, but respect Chelsea. Quest's logic.
I do respect Arsenal. You didn't even listen. And this is why I want to disrespect them
That's
more.
fine.
Because this is what I mean.
Bliss, that's the one. Quest being rattled, I'm disappointed. We know Osam is a fraud. Staff is caught on their guy said Wolves and West Ham have better teams than us. I don't know.
Hey,
what
at
is
the
this.
time it was true, but
At
it's no
that
longer.
time, yeah, you gotta say.
At that time, it wasn't crazy.
I respect
I
it, yo,
apologize,
man.
man. I'm
I-
trying.
Big up
Wolves
Lemina and Joao Gomez. They were cooking.
I respect
Yeah,
it.
bro. Big up Blaze. Blaze remember something from 2.5 years or 3 years, bro. It's fucking crazy. Big up everyone that is here. Sarcasm City TV live today, probably after midnight, talking Champions League and Arsenal and everything, of course. Quiz talks football, of course, is here as well. Guys, go support Quiz. He's just starting with us, of course, and starting content and actually being a little bit more consistent. Ashraf talks ball as well. Absolutely brilliant. You're doing a watch along for Arsenal, of course. If I'm not
Tonight.
mistaken.
No, it's it's 12 a.m. here. It's 12 a.m. and it finishes at 2 a.m. So
Oh, all right.
Where are
All
you
right,
based? Where
okay.
are you?
I'm in Dubai.
Emirates.
UAE.
We're gonna see you guys. This is gonna take you to Osama's watch along for Arsenal, of course. This is gonna be Don Osam's
Come on,
channel, Arsenal versus Wolves. Come on, Arsenal. We'll see you guys later. We're out of here, people.
Quest out. See you guys.